Hello! Welcome back to the kitchen. It has been over a year since I did a cooking stream, so I hope you're all excited. It was a redemption of the subathon that I did. We were supposed to do Halloween baking, but unfortunately, the things did not go according to plan. So we did not get Halloween baking done, but we are here to do other baking, and I'm very excited because today we are making, as it says below me on the screen, Gochujang caramel cookies and miso choc chip cookies. They're actually miso. I should change that because it's miso brown butter cookies. That's kind of the selling point. So let's change that. Maybe I can just do bee butter because I think if I do brown butter, it'll run off the bottom of the screen. There we go. Bee butter cookies. Um, we are streaming to YouTube and Twitch, but not TikTok, because I am using a friend's computer and I don't want it to, a friend's laptop, and I do not want it to implode by trying to do too many things at once. Because it is, although it is more powerful than my laptop, it is still a laptop. So if I make it do too many things, I think it would just like black star, black hole. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, so yes, we are good to go, I think. The first thing I need to do is get the recipes up on my phone because I was going to use the computer and then I thought that's a bit counterproductive. So let's get the recipes up on my phone and then we can move forward from there. Doo -doo -doo. If my phone wants to behave. Doo -doo 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 -doo. Click, click. One tab and two tabs. There we go. I have gochujang caramel cookies and easy miso chocolate chip cookies. Now, weird thing about the gochujang cookies, I noticed that when I had the link shortened for the recipe in the chat and I clicked on it, it took me to the same page, but it had a paywall. But then when I just posted the link in full, it doesn't do the paywall. So I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully it doesn't have a paywall for you guys. So I'm going to get out all of my ingredients. I don't think anything needs to be cold. Everything needs to be either at room temperature or just whatever, depending on what ingredient it is. So I'm going to run through everything that we have. So I only have one thing of butter, and now I'm looking at the recipe, I'm a little bit concerned I'm going to need more. So I have a little bit extra in there, so hopefully I can use that. In fact, I'll get that out so it's warming if I need it. I haven't made a coffee yet. Also, I just realized how covered my fridge is so covered in pictures and things. Um, yeah, I think I'm just trying to make sure there's no like letters or anything that have our address on it, because that would be really bad that you can see. But I'm pretty sure everything is fine. Yeah, everything's fine. Wonderful. So we have butter. I need to get out the different sugars. I had to go buy sugar. I realized like half an hour before starting that I probably didn't have enough sugar, and I was like, I'm not running out during the stream. So I went to the corner shop while my lunch was cooking, and I was like, we gotta go. Right. Make sure you get one before you start. Yes. I will get the ingredients together and I'll boil the kettle while I'm doing that, and then I will make myself a coffee. So we are good to go. Very excited. I hope these work because the cookies I made for Halloween did not work. And I'm very glad I didn't stream them. That's also why you guys didn't get any pictures of them, because the first ones I made um just went and the second ones I made just went in a different way. They both spread, but in different ways. Hello, Corner. Hello. Let's get everything else out. So, oh, hi. Look, everybody. It's our special guest. No. Oh, were you in the booth? You getting in the booth? Oh, sorry, I forgot you guys can't hear him. He made a mess. He spilled some tea. He's cleaning it up. I forgot that you can't hear him on the mic very well. So I think we need two different types of brown sugar. So I'm just gonna get out both. had the phone in my hand to find ingredients and I've already lost it. Can somebody tell me if is the mic okay? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Oh my God, my music is so loud. What's going on there? Hold on. Why is that music so loud? There we go. That should be better. Wonderful. I'm just ahead right now. I'm just floating around the bottom of the screen. Right. I need sugar, gochujang, salt. I'm just gonna use Himalayan salt, I think. Cinnamon, vanilla, and baking soda, aka bicarb. Oh, and of course, flour. Get out my flour tub. Some things I bought last week for the cookies. So, there we go. Plain flour, but also I have a tub of flour as well. This is so handy having this table clear. Caster sugar, granulated sugar. Oh wait, I realized if I don't have the volume up, I won't be able to hear alerts. I have to turn it up. What was that? What just fell out the cupboard? Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Okay. Ah, I heard that, so I didn't need to have my alerts any higher. This makes me feel old saying this. You're we're back. We're back, Danny. Are you excited? Your chat is showing. Oh, your chat isn't showing. You're right. Okay. We're gonna do some adjusting. Hold on. There you are. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. We have a lot of technical issues. Like I said, it's been a very long time, so I haven't really got everything set up perfectly. I did what I could before stream, but I had to do some things while I was live. Did you see what Corner said? The mic is okay, I think. Hey, there's Mike. You okay? You good? Everything in your in your Mikey life? I hope so. I hope everything is okay in his Mikey life. Right. So I've got everything for the gochujang cookies. I feel like I have to talk really quietly, and I don't know why. I'm like whispering at you guys. And for the miso cookies, we need more butter. This is why I'm worried I don't have enough, because I need more butter, about the same amount. So 1 cup brown sugar, white sugar, egg, vanilla, flour, chocolate chips, and of course miso paste. So I'll go get that too. Well, I think they say milk chocolate. Yeah, it's milk chocolate. So we're not going to use the dark chocolate chips that I got for last week that I didn't use. Um, I have milk chocolate chips in here. I know I do. There they are. I'm gonna get the other packet out just in case. I might have to rummage around in here later. There we go. That should be all the ingredients from the cupboard, and then I just need my miso paste, and then we're good to make a coffee and get started. Really, I think. I always have miso. But I did a little trip to the Asian supermarket yesterday just to get the gochujang for the cookies. Here it is. Gochujang. This is the one I got. Hold on. Whoop. This is the one I got. Um, I almost got a different one that I knew. I saw one in the big red box and I was like, that's the one I know is good because that's the one everybody always gets. And then I realized that this is just a smaller amount of the same. It's the same brand. It's exactly the same. It's just they have a smaller packaging. So I got the smaller one because I was like, I only need like one gloop. Cooking day! Cooking day! Are you actually asking what gochujang is, or is it because I said it weird? Because I said go gochujang. Go 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 go. Um, did I get out the other brown sugar? Yes, I did. There it is. Um, coffee. That's what we're doing. No, I'm really asking. Oh, gochujang is this. It is a red pepper paste. It's spicy, but it's a very specific kind of spicy, and it's used in Korean cooking. Um, if you've had bibimbap, it usually comes with gochujang either in it or on the side. When I went to a restaurant in the UK and got bibimbap, they give it to me on the side so that you could decide how spicy you wanted it. But it's like one of the only spices that I've had that I can like handle because it's like it's really warm and it's not like just trying to make your taste buds fall off. Like it's a really specific spice. And it's very nice. Never had Korean food. Yes, so you can get different levels. This one is, like I said, I think this is the one that most people is it's widely available in Asian supermarkets, this brand. I don't know what it is in Korean, but that brand. And it's vegan, which I checked. Not that I'm, well, I might be giving this to somebody who's a vegetarian and I didn't want to risk it because if you make gochujang yourself, sometimes some people use like fish and stuff in it. So, but that one's vegan. Coffee. That's what we're doing. All of the coffee stuff is behind you guys, so excuse me while I lean over. Korean place by me has a spice level called white and it's a little shirt of white men. I mean, that's what I'd need. I'm not a dumb white man, but I am dumb and white, so it's got spoons all the way in the jar. Ugh, excuse me. The chat doesn't want to scroll. That's perfect for me. Eh. Uno spoono coffee. I didn't even say that. Uno spoono of coffee. And then 2 spoons of sugar. How I make it. Sorry, excuse me. Let's get a nice view of the top of my head there. I'm so excited. I really hope I don't watch this back later and my mic's being weird. Because I have absolutely no way of telling. But it sounded fine in the one moment where I heard myself. So the plan is to finish by 6. Okay, chat? If you're not in the same time zone as me, the time is currently 3:39. So we are to try and finish by 6 cause I have something on at 8 tonight. It is a digital thing, so I don't have to get ready to go. But oh no. No, I remember why I have a mute button on my Stream Deck. I don't have it anymore. I need to I need to add it. Hold on. I was trying so hard not to hurt you guys' ears. Here we go. That that works because it's your turn late for me, and that starts at 6:30. Oh, perfect. I mean, oh no. Oh, it's my lipstick. I was like, why am I red on my arm? It's my lipstick. Um, yeah, so that's the plan. Finish by 6, like 6:30 maybe at the latest. Because we have to have dinner before we do the thing that we're doing tonight. And I don't want to be running around. And also, there'll be a lot to tidy up by the time we're done. So, I don't want to be stressing about it. You guys watch my coffee. Just instant coffee. I'm not a fancy lady. And this, I got 6 cartons of oat milk for $1.99. Bargain. It's probably too much, to be honest. Oh no, not again. Got a tickle, clearly. Oh no, that's not good. I hope I'm not getting sick. Can't be bothered with that, you know? I'm going away to see people on Saturday. I better not be getting sick. Right, so first things first. We need to adjust our microphones because they're sticking in my face. They're supposed to sit next to your face, not on your skin. First things first, we have to make some brown butter for our cookies, for our miso cookies. So we are going to do that. Yeah, so this gochujang, is it still at the top of chat? It should be. Is it still visible for everybody? Yes, it is still at the top of chat. Fantastic. But if you ever want the links and it's not on the top of chat or whatever for you, do !menu or !recipe or !food. They're all the same command, and it will bring up the links. There is a video recipe for the gochujang cookies as well. So we might need to refer to that if I get a bit stuck, because there's a certain thing you have to do. You got to do like a little swirl of the gochujang for it to work. So I'm hoping I can do it, but we have an option if I need to um have it clarified. So first things first. Oh, sorry, it's a bit wet because I made dumplings for lunch, so it has some residue from that. I don't know if I'm gonna have to make this camera taller, I think, because you're not gonna be able to see anything. Whoop! There we go. It's on a tripod, so just ignore that. We're trying not to look at that. It's all like disgusting, but that is how it is. It's not dirty, but I just hate having it on camera. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, so we're gonna make some brown butter. But first, we've got to actually, before we do that, I've got to measure how much butter I need. So maybe we move this back again for now. Doo-doo-doo. I'm so out of practice. I swear that I do actually cook in this kitchen when um I'm not live, but I do make dinner and such. Okay, how much is this the right one? Is this the miso one? Yes. So the first step is to brown the butter. I have a friend who swears by using brown butter in their cookies, but I just can't be bothered most of the time. Um, Place the butter into a pan, put it on medium heat, begin to break down, and you'll see brown bits. Swirl it around, and then pour it into a bowl. 9 tablespoons of butter. Why would you measure it in spoons? I have to look that up. Apparently, 9 tablespoons of butter is 127 grams. So I am in fact going to use the other butter that I have because I don't think I have enough to do both recipes. And I really should have checked that when I was looking for the sugar. But I could barely, like, I went to a corner shop and I had to like hunt for the sugar. It was like hidden. But luckily I found it, so it's all good. It is, yeah, it's an American recipe. Good morning, Miss Bell. Hello. Hero butter is packaged with tablespoons on the side, so it's just cut. Well, there was also cups, but I'm also refusing to measure my butter in cups. So I'm glad I found a conversion. I have done this before, you know. This was my bread and butter, doing conversions all the time and all this stuff. It's just been a while since I've done it on camera, so I'm nervous. So I'm just getting out my scales. Hello. Don't mind me. Just crawling around on the floor. And I'm gonna need a bowl as well. Let's go for the Halloween bowl. We might as well. It's in season. And while I'm here, I'll get out my other bowl as well. So we have both going. It was a horrible sound. I hope the mic didn't pick it up. The two bowls like crunched against each other. It was not pretty. I'm a little bit peckish. I might snack during stream because I had silken tofu for breakfast. I didn't really like it, to be honest. I didn't make it very well. I put stuff on it, but I didn't really like it. And then I had like 5 dumplings for lunch. So I haven't had a lot of food today. So yeah, need to probably have some proper food. Hello, welcome in. Yes, we're making cookies. We're gonna brown some butter now. I'm just gonna check this butter doesn't smell like fridge. It doesn't. We're good. We can use it. You ever get that? Get it a lot. Where's my knives? I had a knife that needed washing, and I think Joe did the washing up. But where did he put my knife? He didn't put it away. Oh, it's over there. That's fine. As long as it's there. Okay, so what did I say it was? 100, 200 something? 200, no, 127.5 grams. It doesn't need to be cut super small because it's going to melt, but it'll be quicker, obviously, if we do it that way. I'm actually gonna cut off the edges. because I don't trust that they're not gonna smell a bit funky. The packaging wasn't fully sealed. Okay. I don't even see what I'm doing. Eh. Sorry. Yeah, we have the cameras and stuff set up a little bit different than we used to. Um, that camera that I'm looking at you right now is on a boom arm, so makes a big difference. I think I need to get I guess I get my wireless headphones, but they're a bit naff. I don't think they would stay connected full stream for the whole stream. What are you doing? I'm cutting off the weird bits. By that I mean the bits that are like slightly oxidized, but I think that's all there was. Right, 127.5. No, not in ounces. That's not helpful. I'm gonna set off a couple of fireworks near us, and Julie's now giving us a concerned face. Yeah, there were people kept doing fireworks during the day near me as well. I couldn't see any, but I heard them. Ooh, that is about 60 grams of butter. So just about half what we need. My laptop is getting very loud already. You know, big perfectionist than I just don't want the cookies, like, I would hate to have done all this work and then the cookies just taste like something from the fridge. Like, I don't know, whatever I've had in there recently. If I wasn't, no, actually, I was gonna say if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't do it, but that's a lie. I definitely would have done. But I probably would have taken longer to do it because I would have been, no one was watching. I'm like really a lot worse about it. Oh, that's too much. Come back. Ooh, ooh, so close. 125, 127. That's what we need. Okay, put that over there because we'll need that for the other cookies. Been out most of the day to warm up, so that's. Oh no, stop it. No. Yeah, right. All out of the way for now. I'm gonna move the scales. Oh, I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's been so long since I've done a stream in the kitchen. I just feel like something's gonna go wrong, and I'm kind of scared. Let's not get the cables tangled, thank you. Okay. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Ugh, see, this is what I don't want you to see. Just don't look at that side. Thank you. That's what happens when you live in rented accommodation. Things like that just exist. Okay, I think that's a good enough shot. You can see what's going on, right? Now you can see my tummy. Exactly. Correct. Don't look at what. Right, let's check how I'm doing this. Oh, my cables as well. And maybe just have this like, or don't perceive. Do not perceive. I think I can't do that any further down because you won't be able to see into the pot. So I was gonna maybe like zoom it in, but I don't think there's any point. It's fine. Right. What are we doing? We are doing brown butter. So I don't know how many this makes. Does it say? It's 12 cookies. That's a good amount. That's a good amount of cookies. Okay. Brown butter. Ba 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 ba. Place the butter into a pan, put it on medium heat. The butter will begin to break down. You'll see little brown bits form. Swirl it around and move in the heat. I have definitely browned butter before, but just like everything else I'm doing today, I'm very nervous about it. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. Have some coffee. There's nothing on the board at the moment, by the way. is completely blank. I don't know what to put up there. I was like, do I put up what I'm making? Do I leave it blank? Thou shall not perceive. Mm-hmm. True. Mm-hmm. Mm. That's better. It was getting really hard to read your messages because the chat that I have on screen, not the one above me, but the one I have on my actual monitor, all of your usernames were the same color, so it was really difficult to tell you apart at a glance, but now it's back to normal, so it's fine. Hmm. Okay, we're melting. We're good. So what brown butter is it's actually I want to say proteins, I don't know if that's right. It's the something in the butter, specifically browning, and then the rest of it doesn't. Could you bake with ghee? I don't think you could bake with ghee, could you? Because ghee is like clarified butter. Yeah. Sorry, my brain's jumping around a lot. The coffee clearly hasn't kicked in yet, and I'm just full on ADHD mode already. Bum, bum, bum. We'll see how today goes. If today goes well, maybe I'll return to. Oh, that's too high. I think I need to turn that heat down. Maybe I'll come back to doing baking streams a bit more. I do miss them. I do. Probably also put my teeth in because I haven't got my aligners in. You guys watch the butter for me? No pressure. It's okay. I can see it from here. Don't worry. I'm not actually getting you to check it for me. I can see it on the camera from here. I'm glad the mic didn't pick up those sounds. It kind of goes like pop. Oh, speaking of, we have issue with my aligners. It's already separating, but it's not browning yet. Does look very buttery. You're right, but it is not a buttery. That is a Aberdonian delicacy that I have made before. Very, yeah, it's definitely separating. There. I don't need to worry so much about you seeing it. This is what the induction hob does. It kind of like bubbles up and then it'll go down again. It's just the way it heats the pan. Yeah, so when it starts to brown, you'll be able to see like it's quite hard to show you on camera, but when you can see through the liquid, you'll be able to see little brown specks at the bottom. I don't know how long you do it for, but you do not do it until it's burnt. Okay? It has been a long time since I've browned butter. A long time since I've done a lot of things. So do let me know if I'm not explaining stuff properly or I'm just kind of glossing over things really rudely. I have to be careful because this isn't my laptop, so I really don't want to get like splashes of anything on it. Might need to turn the heat up a bit. Yes, correct. We are not blackening the butter. I think it's actually the stuff that's separated on the top that's going to brown. Oh, I think it's getting there. The color's definitely shifting. Oh my lord! No, it's okay. What's up? No, that's okay. I think we're getting there. It's starting to smell a bit nutty. I think that's it. Browning. Hi, honey. I did have a heart attack, yeah. Yeah, so you can kind of see, maybe not really on camera, there are little bits kind of getting almost caught on the bottom. That's the browning, but I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer. Oh yeah, no, there we go. Definitely. Can you see that? Little brown under the bubbles, there's like little brown bits. I think if I leave it in the residual heat of the pan, it should keep going but not burn. And you can smell that it's browned as well. It's like when you make a roux and you can smell when the like it's cooked off. You know what I mean? You know, if you've made a roux before, you know what I mean. So there you go, you can see it at the bottom, see? Browned butter. That's oh, don't put that in there. I'll get a spatula. Scrape everything out. See? Now you can see it a bit better. Now the butter's not actually in the way. Around the bubbles, you can see the dark bits. I don't know if I'm supposed to try and get those out, but the actual butter has browned. A roux. A roux, R-O-U-X. So how you make macaroni and cheese sauce, which has another name that I can't remember off the top of my head. Is it a bechamel? It is a bechamel, okay. What did you do on the board? Do I have to look? Aw, I love him. Thank you. Okay. Brown butter miso cookies. And gochujang cookies. Hence why I had to go to the Asian supermarket. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for you to be done because we're both kind of in the same area at the moment.
Sorry. Sorry. Go.
Thank you. Okay. So I can now move this. Actually, I'll just put this in the dishwasher. I don't need it again.
No, after careful consideration, darling.
Yes?
I think I am, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard that. I can never remember how much it's picked up on the mic, but Joe says he thinks he's ill. He's been feeling a bit rotten for a couple of days now. So I've told him it's his job today to stay resting and have lots of honey.
Record one line.
Oh yeah, that's definitely brown. Look at that butter. You see that, chat? Yeah, how dark that is. Definitely brown. And if you give that a smell, honey.
So caramelly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try. Sleep inside. I'll try.
Get your sick butt out of the kitchen. Get out of here. You're gonna make the cookies ill. Cookies will be like,
Or
Ooh, Danny made me jump. Thank you very much for the biddies. I have something in my throat. Might be nothing, but I got some cough syrup just in case. That's true. We don't have any cough syrup. All the cough syrup we had was out of date. So we need to buy some more. If I'm not coming down with something now, I will inevitably will at some point. Yes. This is a good point. Here is your reminder or your point to go and get all your medicine for the winter season. Strepsils, cough medicine, and check the stuff you already have, because Lemsips. Turns out all the Strepsils I had were out of date, so they had to go in the bin.
You want a really good apple crunch Foley noise?
Sure, let me pause the music. Oh, or not. Did that work? No, it just changed song.
Yeah, good apple. There we
Didn't pick it up.
go.
It was no, it was good, really good sound though. It was very satisfying for my ears. But no, I didn't pick it up. The noise cancelling's too good. Okay, so got lipstick on my arm. So the recipe says now.
Put it up your butt.
The recipe says now. So it says pour the butter into medium-sized bowls, add the sugar and whisk, and then add the egg. So I don't know if I'm supposed to wait for it to cool down to room temperature before I put in the egg. Probably. But I guess we're starting these cookies.
Wouldn't it scramble the egg?
Yeah,
It's too hot.
that's why I'm just gonna do the sugars. No, because it's gonna melt the sugars. I'm gonna wait for it to cool down a bit because it shouldn't. I don't want it to be this hot when we start. We are gonna ignore some of the recipe as always. But then we can only blame ourselves if the cookies don't turn out very well if we ignore the recipe. But we're gonna use our intuition because um, just some things like not adding the sugars yet. Because I think if I add the sugar now, they'll just become liquid sugar. And if then I add the egg, it'll just cook the egg. So I'm going to leave it a little bit to cool down. Oh, and not I'm not going to mix the dry ingredients first, even though that is a good idea and that is a good suggestion. I don't really feel like I need to. I can just put them in when I get to it instead of mixing them first. Just put them in as it comes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But maybe in the meantime we can make the gochujang caramel. So in a small bowl, stir together 1 tablespoon of butter, the brown sugar, and the gochujang until smooth. I can do that. In fact, I'll use a little bowl. A good apple? Right, so 1 tablespoon of butter, which again feels weird to measure it in tablespoons, but we'll go with it. The brown sugar and the gochujang. What kind of brown sugar? Dark brown sugar. So I'm gonna take this guy and assume it's this guy, because this is dark brown sugar rather than golden or anything like that. So just tablespoons as well. So we'll start with the sugar because then we do the dry first. I typically measure my butter in blocks. Yeah, just the entire block. Entire block. I have a conversion thing, so I might just use that. Because all the rest of the ingredients are in grams or whatever in this recipe, but because we're only doing a little bit of the butter, it's just telling me to do a tablespoon. A little bit of butter. Is that you saying bottle of water? A bottle of water. Okay, so this is the brown sugar, so presumably it's all of it. So 1, and it said packed. So 2. Look at it move like kinetic sand. It's like, yeah, like that. Okay.
Is it because it is moist?
No, it's just the density of it or something. I don't really know. Can't pretend to know. Right. How are you doing, Shogun? 14 point some stuff grams. But we've had this butter out all day because I got it out. First thing I did this morning was get it out the fridge. So that is soft. Super soft. Oh, I thought this was Cult of the Lamb playing. I'll just use a big spoon, I think. Oh, baby.
Just exhausted.
I know, it's because you're sick.
Dead, I'm dying.
You're not dead
I'm
and dying.
dying
You're
to
not
death.
dying. No.
I will.
At some point, but
Probably.
not today.
I don't know.
Better not be.
I'll try my best.
Now you got sticky lips.
You got sticky lips. Stinky bum.
All right, get out of here.
No.
This is my show, and you're being rude to me. Yes, you can have the sugar cookies. They're the ones I made for Halloween that didn't go very well. I was about to put. I was like in my head. I was about to do this, which is the right thing, but like without looking at it, I thought for a second your tea was under my hand, and I was just gonna go bloop, butter in the tea. So I stopped myself. Good, I was wrong, but at least I didn't put butter in your tea. Yeah, love you. Now we must be quiet, chat, for Joe is recording something. Wait, that's not 63. That can't be 63 grams. Stop lying. Oh, it's because it had the gochujang packaging on it. Okay. 0, please. Ugh. Sorry, this thing is really broken. It's old. I should probably get some new scales because these probably aren't even accurate anymore. There we go, 14. These away. So I don't remember where I saw. No, I saw these gochujang caramel cookies on a TikTok, and then I followed the trail to the original recipe, and I was like, hey, I need something to cook on stream next week. I'll just do that. The plan was I was gonna do the Halloween cookies last week, and then maybe do the gochujang cookies this week if I reached the second goal. But then because I didn't do last week, I was like, no, I'm just gonna do it instead. Cult of Lamb receives a metal album. I think I saw it. They email like I got an email about it because or something because I follow Cult of Lamb on Steam, and I think they emailed. Yeah, I got an email from Steam about it, and I was like, what is this? And then I immediately forgot. Do I have lipstick on my chin? No. Good. I think I might be too small in this corner. You can see me if I'm here, but if I'm all the way back here, it's like, who is she? Okay, so that's good. We are happy with this. This is the correct amounts. How much gochujang do I need? One heaping tablespoon of gochujang. Okay. I'm gonna open it so you guys can see what it looks like. My brown butter out the way. So this is important in kimchi, or rather the pepper powder called gochugara is used in kimchi, but I have what the hell is that noise? Okay, I'm glad you guys can't hear it, but I don't know where that's coming from. Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic. I have absolutely no idea what happened. Uh, it just something started beeping. I thought it was maybe the laptop overheating, but it's not even that hot. And nothing in that corner makes any sound. Like none of the things I have plugged in have the ability to make sound. So I genuinely have no idea what was making that noise, and I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, anyway. Anyway, as you were, chat. Genuinely have no idea what that was. Bit worried. Did you not? We're not a rave. Stop autofocusing. Dude, thank you. Okay, no, I'm not allowed to get annoyed at things today. I mean, I'm allowed to get annoyed at things, but I'm not allowed to like let it take over the stream. Because I had so much stress getting everything set up. Because there were so many things I couldn't remember how to do. Sorry, I'm also trying to do something now. There we go. Okay. But hi. Hello. Right. Here's the gochujang. This is what we were doing. Oh my god, it doesn't have like a one corner to peel it off. This is what it looks like. Bright red. Kind of looks like tomato paste. Smells amazing. It's really rich, and I see why that is going to be in a caramel. That makes sense to me. Like, in my brain. Nowhere else, just in my brain. In my heart of hearts. In my mind of minds. Let's just quickly wipe that off. The sugars. I don't get sugar in my gochujang because I don't know how long I'm going to be using this gochujang. I mean, how long it's going to last. How many times I'm going to need it. If these cookies are great, I might make them again. You never know. I just like the idea of making something a bit weird, you know? I feel like making just boring, plain old cookies on stream is just going to be boring for you guys, so. How much can we tilt this down? Hold on. Oh, I could just do like a full-on bird's eye view. That's better. Oh, I like that much better. Okay, so we need 1 heaping tablespoon of gochujang paste. I call that a heaping one. Down there. Probably the more you put in, the spicier it's gonna be, but we gotta be able to taste it, you know? It's so red. It's really vivid, and I think it probably stains pretty bad. Put it over there. That's all we need. That's all we're doing with the gochujang. So I could probably put it away, but I'm not gonna, just in case I need to start again. Impossible! I mean, baking is very fun. But I mean, if you find it interesting to watch me make just the same thing over and over again, then that's not what I said, but I feel like that's what it would come to. Sorry, there's a fly in here. I hate it. I didn't get it. I looked up to see if this laptop has like an alarm for if it's going to overheat, but it wasn't coming from the speakers. That just sort of threw me off. So, if it happens again, we'll work it out. So yeah, the idea for the gochujang caramel cookies is you like do basically a swirl of this in a normal cookie. Doesn't even have any chips or anything in it. It's just look, I mean, look at that. How the tinge of that. Even when I wipe it off, it's still pretty. Yeah, tired of watching myself bake the same thing over and over. Oh well, that's good. I need the sorry. I need the entertainment. I need the novelty of a new thing. Making sure this is really smooth. I don't want any lumps of butter in it. So this is the caramel. It's not cooked or anything. It's just like this. I kind of want to taste. Should I taste it? I should taste it because I don't know what I'm putting in it. But first, we're gonna make sure it's thoroughly mixed. Yeah, it looks like it's fully mixed. Let's give it a taste. That isn't even that spicy. Like, and I'm bad with spice. Oh, that is gonna be so good. Oh, there's the spice. I had a little bit more that time. That's why I like gochujang because it's like you get a lot of flavor and then it finishes with spice. And then it's like you're like, "Ooh, my tongue is tingling." But it's not like now you can't breathe, you know? Like a lot of spicy like hot sauces and stuff are just trying to make it so you cry. It's got a really nice depth of flavor followed by the spice. So, although prefer to vary my snack selection, so I probably won't bake 2 chocolatey things in a row. Oh yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. You don't have like brownies and like a chocolate cake. You would do brownies and like some cookies, but like not chocolatey cookies. I also, before I found the miso cookies, I was considering doing half, like chocolate chip cookies that are half normal chocolate chip and then half like double chocolate chip, and it's like swirled. But then I found the miso one, and I was like, that sounds more interesting. Mm. Okay, gochujang caramel done, ready to go. Not very much of it, to be honest. Kind of feel like I should maybe make more, but I'm gonna wait to see how much butter I have left. Um, can I make 3 things with 3 different chocolates? I mean, it's your decision. There's no rules, really. I mean, there's rules in baking, but there's no like rules against you doing what you want. Okay, now we are going to get back to this because this feels like it's cool to room temperature. So we're going to add the sugars, then the egg. So basically everything, all the wet ingredients just kind of go in, and then we work it into the dry ingredients. So let's get the count camera on, and I will get my coops. What are you looking for? Bean? I think he was looking for biscuits. Or his tea. Mon bigui. Bye, honey. Are you done your voicing? Good. It's your taste buds, bud. That's true. Sorry, I realized I like shouted, "Are you done your voicing?" into the microphone. I keep forgetting that it's on my face, so moving away does not help. Back in the day, when I first started, hold on, actually, was it quarter cups or third cups? I forgot to check. No, we can't do that. I can't switch. Yes, I could. Everything else is in cups. I just need to know how much butter. We should be fine. It was quarter cups. Um, yeah, back when I first started streaming, I used a desk mic. Like it would have not this kitchen, but equivalent would have been like sitting here, and then I would just have to stand here and talk and hope you could hear me if I walked away. Right. So we need to put in the sugar now. We need, how much does it say? Third of a cup brown sugar. It's only a quarter cup of white sugar. I didn't even need to buy more sugar. I probably did actually. So we're gonna use caster, and we're gonna use. It says brown sugar. Does it mean like this kind of brown sugar, like demerara, or does it mean like dark brown? Probably not dark brown. Is there a video? One of those recipes that's really long because they've got so many extra bits. Dark brown sugar. Good thing I checked. What ingredients do you need? So higher up in the recipe says flour. We are not using gluten-free flour, but the recipe does say that if you're not using gluten-free flour, just use it 1-to-1. So that's fine. Dark brown sugar, white sugar, miso paste, specifically white miso paste, which is the one I had, thank goodness. But I could have got more because I went to the Asian supermarket, so I could have got like red or whatever it needed. Unsalted butter, chocolate chunks, either milk or dark, whichever you want. Egg, vanilla, and baking soda. Okay, so it's just the sugar I wasn't sure about. Oh, and there is no I was gonna say there's no video, but there's detailed visual instructions, which is pretty great. So anyway, let's go back down. Do I use dark chocolate? You know what? I'm gonna taste the dough when it's almost done, and I'll see if it needs the sweetness of the milk chocolate or if it's better with dark chocolate. We'll gauge it then when we get to that point. Right, let's do the sugars. So to recap, if you're just joining us now, this is browned butter that I browned earlier. It is now room temperature, so it's not going to melt things. We are going to be adding quarter cup of white sugar. I'm just going to quickly go back to that picture because it didn't look like the sugar was. That doesn't look like white sugar. That looks like okay, whatever. Maybe they changed the recipe after they took the pictures. We're gonna just go with what it says. It says white sugar in both places, so we're going with white sugar. I think I need a spoon for that. I feel like you've got too much. Yeah, there we go. Too much of the back of the counter, not enough of what I'm actually doing. This is the same stuff I just used in the caramel, so a little bit more, and then that's probably a cup. So, I mean, quarter cup. So I need 3 of these. I feel like this is gonna overpower the cookie if it's this much brown sugar, especially because the picture doesn't look like dark brown sugar at all. Second guessing myself. Dark brown sugar. Brown sugar. It says dark brown sugar. Okay, this is not okay. Look. This is the bag of sugar she has in the picture of the ingredients. That's not dark brown sugar, that's light brown sugar. Girl, I'm gonna have to take that out now. I thought that would overpower it. It's already melting into the butter. I think a little bit of it will be fine, but should have followed my instincts, really. Ugh. Ugh, I'm so annoyed. Inconsistency of this recipe has already annoyed me. I do find it funny how cooking is like, just put some spices, it'll be fine. And baking is like, you must use precisely 12.7 grams of spices, or else you're not a failure. You know, yeah, it's true. Like people say that baking is a science and cooking is an art, but I'm like, they're both both. Because baking is an art. Like I can adjust stuff and still be fine, but and there's certain recipes that are cooking recipes that you cannot mess up. You cannot change or you will mess up. So they're both both. It's already getting really dark. My little caveman brain is like, it's time for bed. It's dark. You gotta go to bed. Light. Right. We're gonna use the right type this time. So we're gonna say maybe I have like a eighth of a cup in there. So we're gonna do 2.5 of these. I think. We're gonna guesstimate it. It's annoying because if I do mess this up, I won't have enough ingredients to make a second batch. 1. That looks more like what she had. 2. Well, not quite 2. A bit more. And then a little bit in this one because we already had a bit of that dark brown sugar and we don't want to go crazy. So again, cups are quite a forgiving measurement. You know, do you pack it in tight? Do you just use like the bare minimum? It's not very precise. Grams are much better, but I wanted to go for what I could with the recipe. Oh god, thank god, I hit the microphone pack. I thought I'd broken it. Imagine if the human body worked like birds, and the moment it gets dark, it's time to sleep. Just here in the north, be healthy, only be active for like 5 hours or so. That sounds fantastic, honestly. It doesn't really, because you'd never get anything done, and you'd feel super rubbish because you'd sleep too long. But it also sounds great. I think I probably need that cup again. Right, so brown butter, the correct kinds of sugar. Maybe I should message her and be like, "Hey, just so you know, you have the wrong instructions in your recipe." There we go. So that's gonna like, if I use the dark brown sugar, it was gonna overpower the like you wouldn't be able to even tell that you'd browned the butter because it would just be like dark sugar. Right. Uno egg. Correct? Am I correct? Is it Uno egg time? Brown the butter, add the sugars, and whisk. Well, I haven't whisked, but we got there. Add the egg. Egg. Very brave, I know, but I was only doing one, and it's only me and my friends who are gonna eat this. So if a bit of shell got in, I'd just scoop it out. I have had two different friends request to try these, both of them. Um, once they're done, so hopefully they turn out okay. And then we do the vanilla. The vanilla, which is over here. I had no vanilla left. My vanilla was out of date, so I had to buy more. The vanilla and the miso paste. So how much do I need? 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons of white miso paste. I think that might be all I have. I don't have a lot left in here. I thought it would be like one. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let's get this gochujang off this spoon. Get it all over my hands instead. Also, I have a dulsot in. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a cardboard box under the desk, under the table, and that has a dulsot in it, which I got for Christmas like 2 years ago, and I've not used it. But maybe I should, because now I have gochujang. I should make some bibimbap again. I don't know if I can even use the dulsot on my induction hob. I don't know if it'll even work. If you don't know what that is, it is a stoneware pot used in Korean cooking. Like it's a you cook it in it and then you serve it in it so it stays hot. Um, but I don't know if it can work on my induction. I might have to do it on electric hob. My hands are now feel a little bit sticky. At least I didn't have correct ingredients, so I used utterly incorrect ingredient. Oh, that's so funny. That is such a funny genre of reviews, though. Maybe I should tie my hair back, actually. It's not getting in the way, but I'm a bit concerned it's going to get in the cookies. Right. First things first. This is not a very strong vanilla, so I don't know if this is even going to do anything compared to the other flavors. Feels a bit silly to put vanilla in it after all the other stuff going in, but it's like a bay leaf. Sometimes it does something. Ah, right. Vanilla's in. Now it's time for. Oh no! I needed the spoon. I needed the tablespoon. I just shoved it back in the sink. So how's everyone been doing today? What's everyone been up to? Hope you're all doing all right. I'm here to be a place to hide away if that's what you're needing, or just hang out and watch me make some cookies and hopefully not burn them. I'm a little concerned I'm going to burn them because I haven't done cookie recipe in a while, and I have a tendency to. My oven has a tendency to be a bit funny, so I don't want to get it wrong. Anyway, we said 4 tablespoons, didn't we? Yeah, 4 tablespoons. Okay, that's a lot. I might have enough. One. I'm gonna need a spoon. Uno spoono. That's now my new thing, apparently. Been trying to figure out how to answer the last question of my assessment. It's just about how we prep for the assessment, but I'm drawing a blank on how to word it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like a show you're working. That's two. Two no spoon. No, it doesn't work. Can't do two again. I popped to the local shop for a bit because I forgot a thing I did while leaving the shop. I ended up coming back with like 6 things. That's just the way it goes though, right? I haven't done like a big shop in months because we just end up getting what we need that day, obviously, and then extras. That was 3. Almost lost track there. And then we end up obviously spending a fortune because we're getting little bits and pieces every time. But when you buy a big shop, you always forget stuff, and the same thing happens that you just said, Corner. Like you just end up going being like, oh, I forgot this one thing, and then you leave with 6 things. That is 4 tablespoons of miso paste. I don't think Joe's gonna like these ones. He's a bit hit and miss with miso, to be honest. I love miso. I love miso. Right. Okay. I still have some left to make miso soup or whatever I want to make. Oh my god, miso soup! I also did the food shop and now I'm studying. Correct. You're doing your assessment. My feet already hurt. Plop, plop. Oh, it smells really good though. Hold on. Ooh, that smells really nice. I'm gonna tie my hair back though, I think, because I'm a bit conscious. The longer we go through this recipe, the more likely it is I'm gonna drop hair in the cookie dough. And the drier it gets, the less I'm gonna be able to retrieve it. So up it goes. I don't like that. Let's fix that. Oh, apparently the laptop can't handle being on this camera. There's too much going on here. It's freaking out. I think it's probably if you're like if you're busy with doing other things, it can be easier to then like figure out a solution while you're not thinking about it. I don't know if that's the case of what you're doing, but like if you focus on other things and then your brain's like working away in the background and it gets it. Some lumps. We can work this as much as we want right now because it's not got the dry ingredients, so it's not gonna like overwork any gluten or whatever. I might need to have a seat. Not yet, but before the end of stream. Okay, we are doing time check. Oh no, 20 to 5 already, and I've not even got these in the fridge. It's fine. I can always, worst comes to worst, I can cook dinner during stream. It's just fish fingers and chips. We're not even doing anything fancy. I don't even know if we have chips. I hope we have chips. It's fish finger butties. Otherwise. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with how smooth that is. That's Gucci. Fantastic. Okay. Wonderful. That means it's time to add the dry ingredients. Okay. We're not to overwork it. So we're gonna actually do the dry ingredients, the wet ingredients into dry ingredients. I wasn't gonna do that. I was just gonna add the dry ingredients, but I think we don't want to risk, sorry, it's just bits of crumbs. Doing it wrong and we're overworking it. So we are instead gonna add the dry ingredients. This is my bee bowl. It's got bees around the outside and little honeycombs and a little bee at the bottom. Isn't he cute? I love this bowl. This bowl's so cute. I saw it in, it was Next. And I was with my mum and it was near Christmas and I just looked at it for like a good 5 minutes. I was just like, I can't really justify getting it. So I literally went home, put it straight on my wish list. And my mum bought it for me like the next day. She told me she bought it for me. She's like, I knew you were gonna add to your wish list because you were staring at it. They had a whole bee selection of actually I've got more bee stuff. Give me a second, I'm gonna show you. And I'm wearing a bee dress. Totally coincidence. I didn't mean to do that. I think she also got this for me the same year. Hold on. They had a whole bee selection of bee things. This wasn't one of them. This is from somewhere else. But it was a really nice little like collection they did. These, they're still in their packaging because I haven't used them. They are hive measuring cups. So they like you stack them and it looks like a little beehive. Like that, and it goes all the way down. But I want to put them up on a shelf, and we don't have a shelf in here. So they are staying in their box for the time being. But they're really cute, and I love them. I'm very bee themed today. Maybe at some point I'll make like honeycomb cookies or something. That'd be cute. Right. Anyway, dry ingredients. That's what we were doing. Stop distracting me, chat. How dare you? Oh, there's crumbs in everything. I just take things out of the cupboard and it's just like, oh, something's fallen in top of it. Right. The dry ingredients are flour. Oh my god, it's flour and baking soda. That's it. Okay, fine. I will do it because I have to put the dry into the wet, but I feel like it's a waste of time. But I'll do it anyway. We need 1.5 cups of flour. So I'll just use my half cup for that. Nope, that's my third cup. There we go. Okay. Use my tub of flour. Let's get this wet ingredients out of the way for now. Now, this temptation is to just scoop with the cup, but that's actually not a very good way of measuring it. So, best way to do it is to fluff up the flour and then spoon it into the cup. Just realized what song is playing. I need 3 of these. We are going to sieve it. I never bother sieving, but since I'm on camera, we're making all this effort anyway. We might as well. And number 3. Yes, my brain just went, no, it's a half cup, but this is a half cup, so that's the point. Okay. I don't think this actually works, this tub, because the point is it has a seal, so you can't open it. I don't know what it's supposed to actually do, but it does nothing. Like, oh, it was a little bit harder to open it that time. It's not so you can't open it. It's supposed to be to make an airtight seal so the stuff stays good for longer. But if I can open it like that, it's clearly not got an airtight seal. So, all right, I'm to wash this again. Get the miso off it this time. Said it was half a teaspoon of bicarb. Yeah, half a teaspoon of bicarb. Doot. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It's because the light's off in here. I've got 2 sources of light like this to light me nicely, see? But because the light is off and the moon is out soon, actually, not quite yet, I'm feeling like it's time for bed. I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed. It's bedtime. Kind of want to add the dry to the wet. Does that make a difference which way around I do it? Probably, right? I know things about baking. I definitely had a baking business for a year. So, miso butter, sugar, nonsense. Dry ingredients. I think I'll taste this. Oop. Oh my god, that is good. That's like a miso caramel. It's like a miso salted caramel. That's delicious. I think this is gonna work, but I'm concerned about overworking it because they are like, don't overwork it. I think it might be better to put the dry and the wet, to be honest. Go this to that rather than that to this. When at some point I have to add in the 2/3 cups of chocolate chips. Okay, actually, this is a good point to taste it before we mix the flour in. Do we want to add dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Let's figure it out. I need to take my aligners out. Hold on. And then obviously wash my hands. I went back and I watched the cooking stream that I did last year. Um the pizza one, because it's on YouTube and I happened to find it on my channel and I was like, I'm gonna have a check and see, and that was actually really fun. Always dark chocolate. This is not clean. Into the dishwasher it goes. I'm trying for taste. Yes, I am. See, the recipe says milk chocolate, but it says if you want to use dark chocolate, that also works. So I'm trying to figure out the flavor if I'm gonna, because I've got both. In fact, I could use both because I've only got one bag of dark chocolate chips. So I could use like a bit of each. I don't know how many third of a cups. Also, hello. Where's dark chocolate? See, this is really nice. Yeah, that was my idea. Thinking on the same lines. Get out of here, fly. I'm gonna kill that thing. Hate it. So annoying. Anyway, do one milk chocolate chip. Actually, two milk chocolate chips on the caramel. No, I think my instincts were right. It's too sweet. I'm gonna have some chocolate chips anyway, because the bag's open now. But it needs dark chocolate. We're all in agreement. See, yep. I said that. I was like, I think it's gonna need dark chocolate. And I did say earlier in the stream that we are gonna follow our instincts, and we're not just gonna do what the recipe says. And I'm glad that I checked that sugar because I would have been so mad. Oh yeah, good idea. We should probably confirm. But I've cleaned the spoon now. Yeah. You know what Joe said to me this morning when I was getting ready? He was like, I'm so happy you're doing a cooking stream. I was like, oh, thank you, honey. I took too much caramel last time, and it was just like overpowering compared to the chocolate. It's not going to be this much because it's going to be obviously mixed with flour, but yeah, that complements it way better. It's also like you barely notice the dark chocolate, but that's a good thing. And then you get the dark chocolate at the end. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of that. And I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad that I had this as a subathon goal because it meant I had to and I couldn't just keep being like, I'm sorry guys, I can't do this. I don't want to do a cooking stream and like keep pushing it back. It also meant that we deep cleaned the kitchen. Obviously the parts that we use every day get deep cleaned a lot. But like that table was covered in stuff. Like nothing bad, but just like bits and pieces and odds and ends, stuff that had been left around for ages. So I'm glad we got through that and I actually, cleaned really well so that you didn't look bad on camera. But yeah, spoon is clean. We are going to dry, wet, cookie. I'm going to get the cookie tray out actually, so it's ready to go. Cookie tray. Maybe last Thursday stream of the month you could be a cooking. Ooh, that could be a nice idea. And that way it's easier for me to be like, at some point this month, instead of being like, oh, at some point I'll do a cooking stream this month, it could be like this day, every month, unless I'm not streaming that week. and I can figure out well, because what I wanted to do was figure out the recipe well in advance, and then I can post it on Discord, and if people want to follow along, they can. I won't be doing it as a follow along, like I won't be taking it. I'll be talking a lot, but like if you wanted to like cook at the same time, you could. Yeah, I think that's a good idea though. I do. Okay, so we're gonna add in like half of this at a time because we're trying not to overwork it because we've also sieved it, so it's gonna be really fluffy. That's probably half, right? Or a third. I realize I'm putting the stuff in the smaller bowl, but that is just how it's worked out. It doesn't want me to overwork it, but like I'm gonna have to mix it quite a lot because it's very wet. If I put the caramel in the flour, it would have been even harder to mix it that way, I think, with all the flour. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'll use this for the gochujang cookies when we get there. This should make, I think she said 12 cookies. Oh, I'm gonna ignore that. Oh, I almost got in that time. um, it's always a scam call. Plus, I'm working, so you know, leave a message if it's important. Okay, that's probably enough. Let's add the chocolate chips. I got a bit distracted, sorry. My brain was elsewhere. Where's my, there it is. Is that my third of a cup? That's my half a cup. Why is my third of a cup in the sink? What did I use it for? Nothing sticky. It looks fairly clean. Oh, it was sugar. I used it for the sugar. I think it could be good to do one cooking stream a month to get me back into it. It's a lot of setup though, and I know I say that and that's why I stopped doing it, but I started setting up at like 12 and I was just finished at like 3. Not quite. Half 2 maybe. Um because of the lights, the cameras, all of the things I have to unplug from my computer, which is harder now it's not a laptop. But anyway. No, this is a quarter cup. Where's my third of a cup? What? There's my third of a cup. I didn't even need to clean it. Right. I believe it was 2/3 of a cup chocolate chips. I'm going to double check. 2/3 of a cup chocolate chips. I'm using dark, not light. Not milk, sorry. It's supposed to be chocolate chunks, not chips, but I don't have chocolate chunks, so. I do have a. We're not listening to this. This is Little Nightmares. Yep. I do have like a USB extender that I use, but just for laptop streaming because I don't need it for my. Obviously, that means that there's delay. Not delay is the right word, but you know what I mean. Because there's something in the middle of it, it makes it not as efficient. So I'd rather have it without that on my PC. Okay, this is looking goopy. I'm worried I'm overworking it. I'm gonna stop now and taste it. Mmm. I just put the rest of the chocolate chips in. There's no point having like a tiny bit left in the bag. It was very miso. I feel like it needs more of something else. I mean, maybe it will mellow out when it cooks, but it's very strong. I think I need a stronger spoon. Where's that metal one I was using? Oh, I think I put it in the sink. I mean, for extra USB plugs, almost like the expandable power plugs, but for... yeah. I think I just need to plug them in. Like, problem was is because I've had my PC for like 2 months or whatever it is since I got it. I've been setting things up, and all of the cables and stuff haven't necessarily been super neat because I've had them neat enough. They've been tucked away and stuff, but they've been kind of entangled. So when I went to unplug one thing, I had to like unplug everything else. Whereas now I know what I need, I can have those like separate, so it's easier to unplug them all together. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a bit concerned that these are going to taste bad, but okay, I'm definitely overworking it now. I need to stop. Really overpowering even after baking. Hmm, good note. Okay, I think it needs some more sweetener. That one tasted sweet enough. After saying that I didn't want the sweetness of the milk chips, I'm now wondering if that's the point. Yeah, I've already opened the bag, so I might as well. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna eat all the stuff off this spatula. I wash my hands a lot. That's good. Hygiene. I know it's cookie recipes and miso are just really, really sweet. The miso. Mmm. I feel like they definitely. Well, enough. I think they went too ham on the miso, honestly. Like that. Like just make salted caramel. Okay, how big do I need these to be? Roll into balls and place on a baking sheet. Well, I've got a cookie scoop, so I might as well use the cookie scoop. Mm, okay. Chat, I need your help. Which size do I use? Probably this one, right? This one's kind of tiny. I think this is maybe for truffles. That's probably the right size. Yeah, I think I've answered my own question. Right. Trying to figure out how to do this so you can actually see what I'm doing a little bit better. There. So I need apparently 12. Instructions say roll the dough into oh my god. Roll the dough. Roll the dough. There we go. Speak properly. Into balls and place into a baking sheet. Place in the fridge for 30 minutes. It might feel greasy, but that's entirely normal. Bake them after they've had enough time to sit and bake for 13 to 15 minutes. Remove the trays from the oven. I don't know if how much space do I need between each cookie? How much are they going to spread? Um, what do the pictures look like? They're quite chunky in the pictures, so they look kind of like that. So now I'm worrying I'm going to make way too many cookies. So I'm going to give them like, I'm going to do 6 to a sheet. Ooh. Oh, say, what is this song? I know this song. Minecraft, that's why. Not too much space. It looks a lot further apart on camera. It's a trick. I'm just concerned because the ones I made on Halloween, clearly put them way too close together because they all just spread into each other. Well, it doesn't need to be perfect first try, right? That's fine. Oh, good. There is space in here. Fantastic. I was worried I was going to open the door and it was just going to be absolutely chock-a-block with stuff. Not a bad problem to have, to be honest, but is when you're trying to put a baked good in there. Now, I can't really fit another tray on top of that tray, so we're probably gonna have to just leave this lot, maybe? I could always try and put them in the freezer, actually. That could might be better. Oh, hydration, folks. It says so in chat. Okay. Yeah, let's get the other one out and put it in the freezer. We've still got to make the other cookies, but those don't need to sit and like they don't need to chill, is what I mean. They don't need to hang out and have a chill, dude. Take a chill pill. This is one of the best things I bought when I had my bakery business. It's just like one less thing. I'd still weigh them so that each of the cookies were like evenly sized for customers, but it just saved so much time. And I think now if I went back and did it, I wouldn't bother weighing them. I'd be like, okay, one scoop is on average this much, and that's how much I'd say they were. Ha! Hold on. That's not 12 cookies. I know I ate a bit of it, but not enough for an entire cookie, surely. Hmm. Oh well. That's the end of it. How much is left? Um. Okay. Good. Second batch. Well, the second uh, half of the batch. I'm just gonna try and put it in these there, which is very full of stuff right now. Definitely done this recently, so there will be space. I have to like prop things up. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, Google, set me a timer for 30 minutes, please.
Okay, 30 minutes. Starting now.
Yes, we're back using her again. I had her off for like a year because she just wouldn't give me anything I needed. Oh, I was doing orders out of my home. I also supplied a local cafe for a bit. Um, but it just ended up not being viable. That's why it closed. I also just get bored of things quickly. That's not the reason, but probably a blessing in disguise because I would have got sick of it. You want some dough? I offered you some dough. What do you do? Oh my god. Right. We made gochujang now. That's actually not too bad now. Kind of mellowed out. I clearly didn't mix it well enough. Okay, so we're gonna do gochujang now, but first I have to clean the other bowl. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick, not break, but I'm not gonna look at chat for a minute because I'm gonna sort out actually, I'm gonna soak that, I think. Sort out all of my washing up. And I will clean this bowl of flour, which is all that's been in it. Bum 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 bum. Ba bum ba ba bum. Ow. Put that on my hand. That was smart. Need a new towel. This one is nice and soggy now. Be right back, chat. Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute myself. Hello? There we go. It was on, but it wasn't connecting. I was going to get another towel and a dead fly in my bowl. I wonder if I finally caught him. Yes, I had to get a new towel because that one was very wet and no longer drying. So we're gonna make the gochujang cookies now. Are you excited? I'm very excited. These ones I'm most excited for, to be honest. The miso ones are kind of secondary, but they had to set in the fridge, so I had to do them first. We have an hour until the stream is scheduled to end, but I will obviously keep going until the cookies are done. But hopefully we get it done. Okay, so we need to start with butter, sugar, the granulated sugar specifically, egg, salt, cinnamon, and vanilla. Oh, I forgot about the salt. We're gonna use, he says to use kosher salt, but I'm using Himalayan salt because this is what we have. I did at one point learn what kosher salt was and all this stuff, but I've forgotten already. My hair looks really streaky. I literally got it done yesterday. I'm a bit annoyed about that. Also, is your name pronounced Kohalawala? Just so I can say it and I'm not getting it wrong. Okay. Right. Butter. Get everything over. I'm gonna have to weigh out the butter actually, but we'll do that first. Because it's 7 tablespoons of butter. Apparently 8 tablespoons is 115 grams. So let's do the maths on that. That's actually probably easier than converting it. 115 is 8. What is 7? So 115 divided by 8 is 14.375 times that by 7. Nope, or not, because my phone has decided not to do that for me. Times it by 7. So it's about 100 grams of butter. So I probably did have enough. But I'm glad I used up the older butter because it would have been annoying to have 2 open containers of butter. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Sorry, that is gochujang. Don't worry about it. I need 100 grams of butter for these cookies. This is very soft butter because it's been out all day. I probably should get the oven on in the next few minutes because this recipe doesn't require chilling. But I also don't know how long it's going to take me to bring it together, so ooh. Oh, that's too much. That's still too much. Tiny bit of cheese. Nope, too small of a bit of cheese. A bit more. Oh, no, I really want cheese. It's so easy to influence me. I influenced myself. Okay, that is all the butter I need. I'm actually gonna figure out what kind of spoon I want to use here. My spatula's a bit dirty. I could use a wooden spoon. Probably shouldn't use a small thing because I'll end up making it harder for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna use my wooden spoon. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna soften. It's already soft, but I'm gonna like smooth it out before I add the sugar so it's even easier to mix together. Now, the nice thing about the gochujang cookies recipe, which is pinned at the top of chat, if you haven't looked at it yet, is that it does give me everything in grams as well as cups or equivalent measurement. So, which is nice, a nice little bonus. Need more coffee. I'm so tired. You know, if I do regular cooking streams again, maybe we'll add the redemption back where you guys can make me do a recipe, which was quite fun. But when I only was doing like cooking streams now and then, after it kind of was like, well, you're only getting one. You're only getting one this month, and it's one that someone's picked, and it's not anything. It's not entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that people have picked bad recipes, but if they, oh no, something's disconnected. Why did that disconnect? Who disconnected? Can you guys still see me? Am I still here? Yeah, it says I'm still live. Was it my microphone that disconnected? No, that was still connected until just a second ago. Is it OBS? I'm gonna do a test alert. Yeah, that's still working. That's fine. Except you can't hear it. Oh no, maybe you did hear it. That's fine. Good. You're creepy and you're kooky, mysterious and spooky. Sorry, that wasn't a real follower. That was just me testing my alerts were still working. Okay, I need 200 grams of granulated sugar. I definitely did not have because all I have left of my granulated sugar is a tiny dregs because I use this to make a body scrub a couple of times a month. So I've clearly been going through it. So I got this at the corner shop, like literally 10 minutes before stream because I was like, I need more sugar. I have to go. So yeah, slightly different, but pretty much the same. I need 200 grams. That was 100 and wait till it all comes out. 117 grams. Oh, it's always a bit caught in the top, isn't there? To go crazy. Oh, sorry, you're not on the right camera. That's a bit rude of me. 200 grams of sugar. Okay, Google. How long do I have on my timer?
18 minutes and 56 seconds to go.
I didn't think she was ever going to answer me. 18 minutes, for those wondering. You know how Twitch has got like the artist label that it puts on in chat? Like if the artist who made the emotes is in chat. Wonder if they'll ever do that with like bots. So that, you know, you could just mark all the things you have connected as bots. I mean, most of them are obvious. They have the word bot in them. But, you know, feels like something they might do. Oh my god, there's a chunk. Massive chunk of sugar. This one is using white sugar, but it has brown sugar in the little caramel swirl. I guess it's trying to be like really light and then have like the flavor through it as the swirl. think I'm gonna change the music. It's played the same thing on a loop. It's been a while since I've had to figure out what I want to listen to on stream, because usually by this point in the stream, we're playing a game. So, let's go for this one. Nope, still too loud. We all good? Computer, are you good? I think you're good. Started making loud fan sounds again, but I think it's okay. I think it just can't cope sometimes. And this isn't my laptop, so I really don't want to break it. Okay, I think that's probably pretty well mixed. I'm imagining the next thing is the egg, right? Egg, salt, cinnamon, and vanilla. I didn't actually get the cinnamon out, but it's just up here on my spice rack. So, uno egg. This is how cookies are made. Uno spoono. There's no spoon involved. It's just an egg. What is that? I don't know what that was. Gross. We're going to mix this until it is a smooth paste. It makes it easier for everything else to get added. Instead of kind of looking like scrambled eggs. Oh, there's another bit. Was that another bit? Oh my god, what is it? I'm going to clean this one off and see what it is. Is it a bit of shell? Did I miss some shell? No, that's not shell. Oh, I think it came from the sugar. Like a little brown square or something. It was quite solid. I think I found it. Can you imagine trying to bite into that? It was only little, but still. Okay. Maybe I just leave all the stuff that I need for the cooking stream just in a box in the kitchen. What I really need to do is get my old laptop and like take everything off of it, because I think one of the reasons it was struggling so much all the time was because it had so many things trying to run at once. So I think if I just clear like everything except the cooking stuff off of it, we'd be fine. In theory, I hope. Right, there we go. That's it nice and schmoob. So now we got to add the salt, cinnamon, and vanilla. How much of each? Salts, we are doing half a teaspoon. I'm going to eyeball that. Quarter teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of vanilla. Interesting that it's got cinnamon in it, but you know, I'm not a writer for the New York Times food section, so what do I know? Ah, I wondered what that rustling sound was. No, it's okay. I was just about to say he's building a big Lego, so he has to throw out the bags periodically.
I wish it was the plant-based paper ones.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think the bag places at like Asda and stuff might take them.
No,
They definitely don't.
Yeah, I've looked it up.
Yeah. Right. So this is for your benefit, honey. This is the gochujang caramel.
It smells very
Would you like to
gochujang.
try some? It's not spicy. I mean, it is a bit spicy, but it's not like crazy spicy.
Goodness.
Yeah,
So
I, I'm really happy that it tastes so good, and then that's gonna be swirled through the cookies. That's how it works. So we need a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. He's having other cookies in the meantime. Yeah, quarter teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of vanilla. What Lego set? He's gonna show you. He treated himself. He had a payday. That Lego set. He's just a silent man. Vest says, "Oh damn." That's probably enough. I never put enough salt in my baked goods, so I went a bit crazy there. That smells so vanilla-y. Was it a whole tea? It was a whole teaspoon, right? Yeah, it was a whole teaspoon. It smells so vanilla-y, like excessively so. Huh? Love you. Bye, honey. Yeah, me and Joe are recording podcast tonight. So I'll probably be posting all about that on my Blue Sky account. I said this yesterday on stream, but if you follow me on Twitter, I also post everything on Blue Sky, and I'm probably slowly going to transfer over. So if you don't have a Blue Sky, if you do have a Blue Sky account, I'm the same there as I am everywhere else. It's also now in my link tree because I remember to add it. There we go. Okay. That's the mix ready to go. Now we have to add the dry ingredients. So give it to me. What do I do? Oh no, I do have to. No! I do have to put it in the fridge. Oh, I didn't think I did. Oh, that's annoying. Well, the other one will be done soon. Stir in the baking soda, add the flour with a spatula. Not this guy. This guy's coming out. I guess the spatula's going in. So baking soda and flour, and then we put it in the fridge. Yeah. I basically all but stopped using it, other than for posting about stream for a while. And I don't just like post random stuff anymore. But with a lot of the changes that have happened recently, I'm like, oh, but I need to keep it because that's where people follow me. And I'm like, well, I don't think people even see my tweets anyway, so why does it matter, you know? So I'm gonna probably hop on over soon. Right, so I need to do the flour and the baking powder soda even, which is bicarb, and then refrigerate it. Yeah, well, for good reason. Oh my god, I thought my light was gonna fall down. Oh my god. Right, so, okay, Google, how much time on my timer?
There's 7 minutes and 44 seconds left.
I think that's fine. That's fine. That means we can do the miso. Oh, okay, Google. How much is 350 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
350 degrees Fahrenheit is 176.667 degrees Celsius.
So 180. Okay. Um, we need half a teaspoon of baking soda and 185 grams of flour. I'm back with chicken and chorizo pasta. She's stop. Oh my god, I'm getting really hungry. Don't that's mean. I know I'm the one doing a cooking stream, but I'm doing a baking stream, not a dinner stream. That sounds gorgeous. We are not as far through as I'd hoped we'd be because I didn't realize I was supposed to chill this dough. I thought this one didn't need chilling, but that's my own fault for not reading the recipe properly. And so we're gonna cook the miso cookies, but the gochujang cookies may take a little longer than expected. But I'm hoping that the miso cookies will cook in the time that this is chilling, and then we can put these in the oven and tidy up, and it will all be good. Because I was supposed to finish by 6. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Stop having a dance party. Thank you. No, it's doing it again. Dude, chill. Stop your dance party. No, it just cannot focus. Focus. It's like me. Cover it up with my hand. Nope. You can't figure out what to focus on. I'll just turn autofocus off. It's not worth it. Yeah, so we were supposed to finish by 6, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't want it to take too long. Not that I don't love hanging out with you guys, because I very much do, but I do have something to be doing at 8. So, what I might do is I might take a break. Oh, I just realized I need to get my camera through. I can't just like leave everything and go and do the recording. I need to bring my camera through and and like a bunch of other stuff. Oh, it's fine. We'll deal with that when we get to it. So I need 185 grams of flour. I'm gonna dump in what's in this bucket. Cool. That was about 100. Now this could probably do with a wash, so we're not gonna put the next bag in there. We're just gonna use the bag. Also, I have a candle burning that's supposed to be chocolate orange, but I cannot smell it. So I think it's lying to me. So did you make your chicken and chorizo pasta? Did you like get it ordered or like what's the sitch? Oh, I was trying to tip it into the thing and I just tipped it all over the counter. There is a TikTok channel, and I don't know if they have a YouTube. I think they have a YouTube, but I don't know if they have a lot on it. That I think is fantastic. He's called Cult Flav. So like the first part of the word flavor. So it might be called Flav. Um, but they do super in-depth reviews of cookbooks and other things. Like they had a really long video about the best spatula. Fantastic. And I think that their stuff is great, and I just wanted to shout them out. Not that I'm a big channel and people will have heard of me and not them, but I just think they seem very cool, and I would love to make content like that. And there's nothing really stopping me other than time. Okay, so gently stir. Okay, sorry. So the idea is we're going to put this in the fridge for 20 minutes, remove the dough, 3 to 4 separately spaced out blobs. God, this music is so loud. It's definitely the right thing, right? Yeah, it's definitely 18. There we go. Yes, gochujang caramel cookies. That's what we're doing. That's what we're currently making that one, yes. 3-4 separate blobs, spoon out the gochujang mixture, swirl it. Sorry, it's just I just got an email saying that I'm going to the Twitch meetup on Saturday. I'm like, yes, I know. Thank you. Oh no, we put it in here. Oh, I see what they mean. Right, I thought the blobs were the cookie. I've misunderstood. Okay, that's fine. Bake until lightly golden. Okay, cool. So we mix this By the time I've done this, that timer is probably going to go off, which is the timer for the other cookies, which we can just pop straight in the oven. And then I feel like this is too much flour. Did I put in too much flour? No, I did what they asked me to do. It's probably just not. Yeah, it's gonna come together in a second. But yeah, so we'll put in the other cookies, and while they're baking, this will be chilling. And just gently stir, but it's not doing what I want. And while these are in the oven, after those ones, I will tidy. I might take a quick break when things are in the oven and whatever, so that I can. Oh, it still smells so vanilla-y. Maybe I just got some on my hands or something. Yeah, what was I saying? Yes, so I might go for a quick break to just kind of sit and rest while I'm not needing to do anything. Right, that's probably mixed enough, I imagine. So it's a sugar cookie with a sugar gochujang swirl. Yeah, I think so. I think it sounds really good though. It is a bit strange that there's no like chips of anything. Like I feel like it's a chocolate chip cookie recipe, but there's no chips. But I think it will be interesting enough with the caramel. Plus, we can always adjust it at another time if we don't think there's enough going for it. Right, okay, Google, set me a timer for 20 minutes. Sorry if I set off all your Googles at home. No? Okay.
Second timer
There we go.
for 20 minutes.
Okay, Google, how long do I have left on my timer? Long time to reply. Like a really long time. I think the internet's not working in here or something. But you guys are fine. She's literally still figuring it out. She's like lighting up like she
We
can't.
have two timers.
Here we go.
The 30-minute timer
Right.
is running with 13 seconds to go.
Perfect.
The 20 minutes and 55 seconds.
Well, that means I can take these out and replace it with the other one. Sorry, I will show you what I'm doing in a second. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Right, here. This is what we're about to put in. These are the Miso brown butter dark chocolate cookies. And I really, really, really hope that I'm not about to burn them. I do have 5 more, but I kind of want all numbers 11 to work. So I'm just going to really quickly, before these get too warm, check how long I put them in for. And then do for less than that, just to make sure. 13 to 15 minutes. Okay, we're going to go for 6, and then I'll turn them. Perfect. I'm going to just use my phone because she's not doing things quickly enough. And that could be the difference between burning it and undercooking. I am having gochujang hot honey on my dinosaur nuggies. That sounds fantastic. Okay, I think I can probably clear up. I'm going to use this spoon to mix up the gochujang, so I'm going to leave that. But I'll clear everything else up. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Well, I used to have a little overlay that would come up when I was doing a tidy break so that people knew what was going on. But I'm just going to talk through it because I haven't set up all that extra stuff. I just set up the basics. Maybe if we make this a regular thing, we'll get those back. How are you doing, Golden One? Other than having your gochujang honey on your dinosaur nuggies, which sounds fantastic, by the way. What's that? It's a third of a cup. Ugh. I'm pretty sure the only thing I need now is my gochujang caramel and the cookies. So I'm gonna just put everything away except for the bowl of caramel that I made. And maybe this won't take so long. Maybe this won't take as long as I think, but maybe it will. Okay. Cinnamon, vanilla. I have a great recipe for pfeffernusse. The one that I use every year. Um, I'm actually, I hope I can make, I'm wanting to make some for Christmas this year. I'm not making all my gifts, even though I'd really like to, because it doesn't actually necessarily work out cheaper depending on what you make. And I always just get myself into a panic because I have to make them all on like Christmas Eve. But if I do have the time, I would like to make pfeffernusse again this year because my friends love them. I love making them. It's a real Christmassy thing to do, you know. Christmas smells. It's fantastic. Okay. Right, so the chocolate chips we didn't use can go away. We have gochujang and miso and butter to go back in the fridge. Kind of want like a tub or something for the fridge with all of my sauces in it and things. Half the time I can't find the sauces I need because they're all just mixed up with everything else. I have some things in the cupboard door, like my okonomiyaki sauce. I haven't had in ages. I should have some okonomiyaki soon, but don't have them in sensible places. Oh, okay, good. I thought that was me disconnecting there. It was just a notification about the laptop. Cool, cool, cool. That's fine. I think everything's still going fine. Yeah, I'm still live on YouTube, and my subtitles are still working, presumably. That's good. Yeah. Ooh. Annoyingly, because I'm using the oven, I can't actually start dinner probably until stream is done. Because I was thinking about maybe doing it during so that we didn't have to wait. But because I'm making stuff in the oven and baking cookies right now. Oh my lord, what's this? Last year I bought a cookie Christmas tree kit, basically 12 nesting star-shaped cookie cutters. Make 2 of each size and stack them onto a tree-shaped thing. I contemplate giving them as a gift. It's exactly how much baking powder it actually was. How big is like the biggest one? Like how big is the base cookie? Because I can picture, I think I can picture what it looks like, but that obviously makes a difference because if it's like huge and you need to like make 3 times the dough for just like that one, the all the cookies, I can see that being a bit much. That's cute though. I like the idea. If it wasn't so much work. That's the thing. The idea of making gifts for everybody is always really fun, and then you start doing it and you're like, okay, so if I have to make 5 different types of cookies, when do I start? How many am I making of each thing? You know, it gets a bit over the top. Um, I'm excited to use this gochujang up though. I'm very excited. Okay. I will tell you, so far it's working. I now want to cook more. The cooking stream's working, I mean, because I've really not been cooking like at all. Um, I've been cooking now and then, but it's like I don't really spend longer than I have to. I like we're having a lot of oven stuff just to be quick. Um, and I love cooking, and I know I love cooking, but I've just not been. I've been out of my funk, and it's working. Now I'm in the actual kitchen. There we go. I looked at I was like, my timer hasn't gone off yet. I always do this. It's so close to going off. Um, But now I'm in the actual kitchen and I'm like chatting to you guys about stuff. I'm like, oh, I could do this with it. I could do this with the gochujang. I could do this. I could make hot honey. Now you suggested that. That sounds gorgeous. I could make some gochujang honey for Christmas. Oh, could I? Can you make gochujang honey, or do you have to like? Is that like a different process? Could I just mix them? Ooh, these look good. They are gonna stick together though, because 2 of them have become best friends. But we're gonna put them back in and leave them for the rest of the time. That's just one batch. I have more in the freezer. The big one is about 8 inches, maybe 7.5. Okay, so 6 inches. Subway. 7. Okay, that's quite a lot. Wait, is that 6? Yeah, that's a 6 inch. This is how I measure 6 inches. I think of a Subway from when I worked at Subway. I'm like, they weren't always 6 inches, but they were roughly that long. So I'm like, bloop, and then I add a bit. I think I can picture that. That's quite. I mean, that is quite a lot for even just one cookie. I realize you probably have a lot of space in the center, but like that's a lot to make. What kind of cookie would you use? Like gingerbread, sugar, just something with a good structure. You'd really enjoy making stollen. Just don't try to double the recipe. If you're doing stollen. I remember when you were like, "We have so much stollen. What do we do with it?" And you were like panic. You weren't panicking, but you were just like, "There is so much of it, and it never ends." Um, I think stollen has. Does stollen not normally have nuts in it though, or like almond flour or something? But then again, so does pfeffernusse. And pfeffernusse is like one of Joe's favorite things, and that has almond flour, and he can eat that. It's the way that almonds are processed. I don't understand it. Oh yes, I was going to pop this stuff in the dishwasher. See, I remembered the best plan from when I used to do cooking streams all the time is to um, empty the dishwasher right before stream. And that way, when you have dishes, you just put them right in the dishwasher rather than having to pile them up and sort them out later. You just go bloop and it's done. So I've been doing that throughout stream. I've been trying to keep on top of it. So less work for me later. Obviously, if you don't have a dishwasher, it doesn't apply, but I do, and I just don't utilize it smartly most of the time. Okay. And these guys need to be hand washed because they're made of copper. I'm gonna wait until Vigo has said that they have sound again. Almost time for cookies. The cookies are here. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. I couldn't think of a single other thing to. Whoa. Why did my mic peak? What the hell? I couldn't think of another thing to say, and my mic just went whomp. Tried to kill you all. It's supposed to have a limiter so it doesn't peak. What the hell happened there? That was weird. I'm not going to turn on the limiter now because I can't mess around with it and hear what I sound like, but I'm just going to not talk that loudly again. Oh, is this clean? Is this mug? Oh, this mug is to go in. I'm very, very blessed to have a dishwasher. I realize that because I can't imagine doing a cooking stream without a dishwasher. I think I would cry. I used to do a cooking stream without a dishwasher. Hello, cookies time. Yes, yes, yes. We are almost done the first cookies. So, yeah, how things are working, Ego. Catch you up to speed. The miso brown butter cookies are in they're in the oven. They're almost done. They have 2 minutes left. The gochujang cookies are resting, but they still need to be finished. They are in the fridge. They'll probably won't be finished for another like 5 minutes. Oh, I should get the ones out of the freezer. There we go. That'll work. Because I forgot about these for a second there. I couldn't have enough space in the fridge for both of these, so I put some in the freezer. So these are going to probably take longer. But these are the frozen ones. Very stuck to the tray. Whoops. Actually, I'll just put them there while we wait. Kaboink. Ta-da! Ignore my gochujang paper over here. These are I mean, they just look like chocolate chip cookies, to be honest, but they have miso in them. You'll just have to trust me. Yeah. How long now? I just wanted to tidy up a little bit so it was done. Um, I imagine that this bottom part of this thing can probably go in the dishwasher, but I imagine the top part probably can't. It doesn't say. It just tells me how it's recyclable. I will wash that by hand, put this in the dishwasher. So it's one less thing to sort out later. Sorry, fighting with ranging things. There we go. Yeah, I'm assuming that it's a big difference will be in terms of the freezer versus the fridge. But that does mean while they're baking, and I'm checking on them every so often, I can do the gochujang cookies, and I'm not just like sitting around doing nothing for like 20 minutes because I didn't think they had to set the gochujang cookies. I thought, or like chill. I thought that they were just going to be like boink in the oven, but you have to chill them halfway through, not once you've scooped them onto the tray. So I didn't check that part because I'm a fool. So they need to come out of the fridge, then I mix the gochujang through, then they go on the tray and go in the oven straight away. So, but this is the caramel. Is that an OXO Good Grips vacuum canister? If so, the bottom is top shelf safe and the top is mildly moist towelette. Yes, correct. That's what I thought. When I picked it up, I was like, I'm not putting this in the dishwasher. I'm not risking it. But also, the vacuum seal doesn't seem to work very well anymore. It's not like bad, but I wouldn't put anything that's like super perishable in it. Right. That is for us to check the cookies. They might need a little bit longer, but I need you guys to help me judge it. Okay? Oh no. Well, I think they might have overcooked. That was the minimum amount of time I was supposed to put them in for. I'm turning the oven down. Look at them. I mean, they'll still be fine and edible, but like, this guy burnt. I need to check if they're done on the bottom. And too high? I don't know. I mean, I've turned it down now. I'm going to open the door so it actually cools down quickly. But they looked like fine. They looked at the right point in the process when I checked them halfway through. You know what I mean, right? Like if you check them and you're like, yeah, that looks like it will be done in the rest of the time. Okay, obviously they're very soft. I think they could still be quite nice. Oh, they don't. They look underdone. They feel underdone, but the tops are burnt. What the hell? They're not cooked. Yeah, it is an American recipe. Temp too high. Should I put them back in? Do I cover them and put them back in? Because they're not cooked. If I'm turned the oven down, and I'm gonna wait till the oven 160 would work. I think you're probably right. I mean, to be fair, I normally adjust by 20 degrees because it's a fan oven, but it doesn't always need that. So I didn't do it this time because I'm an idiot. But it looked like it was gonna be fine. It must have just ranked up. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie. And I don't have enough miso to make another batch. I don't have enough of anything to make another batch, actually. But miso being the most difficult of those ingredients to get. I've got another 5 cookies to bake, which I was gonna do at a lower temperature anyway, because sugar cookies aren't supposed to be cooked. But look at the shape of them. I thought they would spread at least a little. So, well, I mean, I'm just gonna destroy. I'm gonna destroy this one because this one's the burnt. No, this one's like a half cookie. Oh no, you know what? Actually, they're only a little bit under. I'm gonna pop them in for like a few more minutes because the tops are still a bit underdone, but I think the the majority of the cookie seems like it's fine. Yep, I love that. Look, I put it on for 3 minutes and it's at 160. Same brain. Okay, I'm upset, but I'm not super upset because I have 5 more. These ones were in the freezer, so they need to come up to fridge temperature anyway. And we have the other cookies to make still. But next, for the gochujang cookies, if I have the time, I might just do one first rather than wasting a whole batch. That's what I would do if I was making stuff for the bakery. I would do one instead of, which obviously does change the temperatures and stuff, but like it would at least give me an idea. Another 15 degrees cooler, and if you're paranoid, splash some boiling water on the tray. Ooh, you know what? That might be a nice idea. Maybe for the next batch. I'm not going to bother with these guys. These guys were already a bit funky. Look at this table. It's so clean. Nothing on it. Oh, I will need something to put my cookies on when they come out because I'm going to need the tray again. I know. I'll get my resting. Yeah. Sorry. Things trying to fly out the cupboard. This guy. I'll put him over here for now, but I will pop them on him. Put them on the cooling tray when they come out. Have some more. Get some more water too. Okay, bye. See you soon, Beth. If it makes you feel better, I set the fan one notch too high on a scale of 1 to 6, and the temp and the time were right, and I burned our pizzas despite using the minimum time at work. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I have a friend who has a gas oven, and it just scares me. Not just because it's so different, but because the one time I tried to use it properly to make dinner. Stop! Oh, that was for the gochujang cookies. Interesting. Maybe I'll swap out the frozen ones for the gochujang stuff. We can work it out that way. Anyway, the one time I tried to make dinner, I pushed something back into the oven after checking it, and it continued. The momentum carried it through, and it fell off the tray, off the oven rack, and into the fire. Luckily, it didn't burn because it wasn't there quickly for long enough, and it didn't cause a problem, but it did stress me the hell out. Yeah, I thought you're like, you know what's happening. Into the fire. How many you're supposed to mix the sugar in or actually swirl it over the top? You are supposed to. There's a video, and from what I can gather, I don't remember. I watched the video a while ago, but you are supposed to dollop the gochujang into the bowl, swirl it through, and then scoop it out. So it's swirled through like a marble, but you don't fully mix it, and it's not once it's out, which is what I was gonna do, and then I reread it because I was reading it and I was like, okay, it says once it's set, take it out in blobs, and then I realized no, it's saying the gochujang goes in blobs. It's a bit weirdly written, but that's how you do it. Was it Moorish for like that? Losing a sausage or two is a rite of passage. Scary. I don't like it. I don't want my oven to have open fire at the back. I'm a simple woman. I'm not a caveman. Okay, these are a little burnt. These will be the ones that me and Joe have. Because I promised some friends some of these. I mean, they won't, if I tell them that I burnt them, they're not going to be like, how dare you, you didn't make me cookies and get mad at me. Oh, I just squished one of them with the tray. Oh, it was okay. It's the one that was already squished. Okay, I'm going to quickly rinse this tray, put this guy in the fridge, the rest of them, so they're the right temperature, and then get the not gochujang yet gochujang cookies out and put them in the oven and sort them out and put them in the oven on this tray. One of them. We're doing one. A single cookie. And I hope that if I leave it at room temperature, I don't have to do it like super fast. Like I can leave the dough at room temperature for a bit. Or should I put it back in the fridge? I don't know. I'll recheck the recipe and see what it says about it being set in the fridge. Come on. Really stubborn bit. So gochujang caramel ripple cookies. Yeah, basically, yeah. That's the idea. Again, feels weird to me that they don't have some kind of chocolate chip or something added, but we're just gonna go with the caramel for now. Right. Tray cleaned. I know it doesn't look clean, but it's stained. So you just have to believe me. Tray cleaned. Frozen ones going in the fridge so that they stay at the right temperature. Fridge dough coming out. Oh my god, that bowl's heavier than I thought it would be. Whoa. Bowl coming out. Sorry, I keep peeking the mic. I don't know how I'm doing that. This is the very basic cookie dough. Is this hot? No. There we go. This is getting its ripple. Now, what does it say about doing the ripple? Oh, and should I keep it at 160? I'm going to keep it at 160 because this is the recipes have the same temperature. Right, what does it say? Remove the dough from the refrigerator in 3 to 4 separately spaced out blobs. Spoon the gochujang mixture over the cookie dough. Moving in long circular strokes, swirl the gochujang mixture into the cookie dough so you have streaks of orange-red rippled throughout the beige. Be sure not to overmix as you want wide, distinctive strips of gochujang. Use an ice cream scoop to plop out quarter cup rounds spaced at least 3 inches apart on sheet pans. You should get 4 to 5 cookies per pan. I obviously have not got pans the same size as him. I do not have the standard pan. Bake until lightly golden at the edges and dry and set in the center. 11 to 13 minutes, rotating the pans halfway through. See, this is better, much better instructions. Let cool completely on the sheet pan. The cookies will flatten slightly and continue to cook as they cool. The cookies will keep in an airtight container for 2 days. Thank you. Right, so it doesn't say if I have to work fast. Why am I chilling it? What does it say? It makes it less sticky but soft and pliable. So if it warms up, it'll probably... This is even cold. That's so weird. I have a little bit. Yeah, that's incredibly basic cookie dough. Right, what am I using to swirl it? This. I kept a spoon aside specifically for it, and I remember now. And then I need a cookie scoop, quarter cup sized. Hold on, how big is this? That might be the one that I just put away in the dishwasher. Alright, this is my biggest cookie scoop. I have 3. The tiny one is way too small. The other one is in the dishwasher, not refrigerator. This is the biggest one I have, and it's about the same size-ish as a third of a cup. So I don't think I'm supposed to use this one. I think I have to use the other one, which means I have to clean it. I'm getting it ready. I'm getting everything ready in advance. The oven is the right temperature. Come here. What are you? You're a half of a cup. Yeah, that looks about like it's a quarter of a cup. Roughly. That's tiny. I thought these were going to be big cookies. Let me see if I can find a picture of them. They look... I mean, it's obviously hard to tell from the pictures, the size of them, as I watch the video. I'm going to watch this and load the video. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Sorry. It was just showing me the picture, not the video, and it wouldn't load. What time are we on? Oh my god, it's not even 6 yet. I was so conscious. I was like, it must be like 6:30 by now. Not even 6. We're all good. Just don't want Joe to be going hungry because he thought I was going to finish at 6 and then I didn't. Okay. And that's clean. That looks clean to me. It's pretty small but not tiny. Is it like wood? Okay, I know it's hard to judge. But This is my cookie scoop. This is my cookie scoop. This is my hand. This is my cookie scoop. See? My hand has gochujang on it. I feel like this is it. We all cooking right now? Everybody cooking? Everyone making their dinner? Okay. I think this is it. I don't actually need to scoop it yet, but I'm going to do one with this guy. But first, oh, it is a lot stiffer than it was, but that's what it's supposed to be. Should I watch the video and see him do it before I... Oh my god. I can't watch the video. Wait, no. I could see it without having an account before. It's not letting me view the recipe without an account anymore. But it did before. What the hell's going on? There we go. Well, I guess I can't read it anymore, but I remember what I was supposed to do. So one here. It said 3 or 4 separated blobs. So it's about a large fried egg, right? I'm not sure that helps. I don't think I know how much a fried egg is in milliliters. How was work? I'm worried I'm not going to get streaks all the way through all the cookies. Yeah, fried eggs like that. I guess if I scrunch it up, could maybe be that. I feel like this is too small, but my other one's too big. So we're just going to have to hope for the best. Right, gochujang caramel goes over there. I now need to do big streaks. So, oh my god, it's really hard to mix it now because it's been in the fridge. I don't think this is how I meant to do this. Because it's really solid. It doesn't want to mix nicely. I don't want to fold it in because I feel like that's wrong. Oh god, am I going to ruin this? I think I'm going to ruin this. Like, look how it's just sticking. It's not... As long as I don't mix it thoroughly, that'll be fine, right? Okay, I think that's probably what best I'm gonna get for now. So I'm gonna try one. That's pretty swirly. That's tiny though. Like, how small that is. I don't think that's right. But we're gonna try one. I'm gonna put it in there for 11 minutes because it's on a lower temp. And I think I might take a break for that 11 minutes. Oh, I need to turn it halfway through, but I'll do that without you guys. That's fine. I'll turn it halfway through. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Because I am sleepy and I need to sit down. But I'll be back once that one comes up. What have I got on my hand? It's too brown to be gochujang. Oh, it's probably chocolate chips. I probably got chocolate chips on it from the scoop or something, the cookie scoop or something like that. Okay, right. Okay, I will see you all in 10-ish minutes. Ish. Okay. Hopefully this works out okay. Be back soon. Bye bye. See you later. I forgot to turn my mic back on. Hello, I'm back a little early if anybody was counting. But I just checked and they look like they might be almost done. So I was gonna pull them out pretty soon. I say them, there is a single cookie, but it's at 160 and it's been in for about 10 minutes. Let me have a look. yeah, so when it hits 10 minutes, which is in a couple of seconds, I'm gonna pull it out. In fact, I'll just do it now. There's no point waiting a couple seconds. Now, it said it needed to be dry. I think maybe another minute would do it, actually. Doesn't look as swirly as I wanted, but hopefully it's, you know, good. I also want to try the miso cookies. I was gonna have one, and then I was like, wait, I can't do it off camera. I've got to be on camera for this, so I'm gonna have the smushed one. Oh my God, they really are burnt. Look how bad they are on the bottom. So this is basically inedible. Let's give it a go. Hmm. Okay. Okay. You're a bit obviously overdone. Not in love. They just they kind of just taste like a chocolate chip cookie. And then at the end you get a bit of what could be miso. But then again, is that because I burnt them? Maybe. So impatient. Perhaps. Perhaps. Mm. I shouldn't really be drinking any coffee. I'm supposed to be up early tomorrow to do my I say to do my why can I not speak properly today? I'm up early because I have work. That's what I'm doing. But I said that like I was gonna go and do something specific. Um, they're okay. They're fine. I wouldn't sell them, you know? What do you think? Mm, I'm gonna go for one more minute because the temp is lower than it's supposed to be. Boop. I'm gonna do a minute at a time. It does kind of look like tiger bread. But the edges are supposed to be golden or getting golden, and they're currently not. They're not there yet. Oh my God. My stomach just made the biggest noise. It was like, sorry, are you feeding me now? It's jealous. Because I had half a cookie and now it's like, I want the rest. It is dinner time. I'm getting hungry. I agree though, this music is fun. It's quite funky. Ugh, I hate just waiting. Very annoying. I don't even have any more cleaning to do. There's like nothing left to do. Well, there is, but I currently have stuff in the bowl that I want to clean. I guess I could try and make this a bit better, the swirl, but it's so difficult to work with. Okay, that was another minute. I think I'm done with that. I think if I do that anymore, it's gonna start getting too dry. So, cookie. These are the ones I care the most about. So it's not supposed to be set in the middle yet because it's gonna keep cooking. So I think I'm happy with this. There's a little bit here that looks like it's like basically it was just gochujang and it's like leaked a bit, but I'm happy with that. It looks dry. We're gonna leave it. And while we're waiting, we're gonna bake the other cookies. And we're gonna do them from less time as well. Because I don't want to burn these. Ooh. Oh, spring onion came for a ride there. Spring onion. I must have had spring onion at the back of the fridge and it jumped on the tray, but it's not getting cooked. Okay. Right. They are gonna go in for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna check them after 5. while we wait for this guy to cool. And I'm not taking him off the tray because it said not to. I feel like now I am one of those Culture Flave. Is it Culture Flave? I actually can't remember what they're called. I need to find it. I'm going to find their account because I talked about them earlier, and if I've given them the wrong name, pretty sure that's their name though. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's Cult Flav, not Culture Flav. That makes more sense. But they're great. From what I've seen of their stuff, all of the videos that I've seen of theirs are really in depth. They basically spend like they cook like a certain I think it's rather than a certain amount of recipes, it's a certain percentage of recipes from a cookbook before they give a review. So they're like, we're gonna do like one from each section. This, which honestly is something I've been wanting to do for ages. So kudos to them for doing it and doing it at such a good level because they really have. They really go in depth on those reviews, and I love an in-depth review. Give me extra information any day of the week. Okay. We are going to he is sinking. Like I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but he is really dropping down. Which it said it would do, so that's fine. I just hope it's cooked enough and it's not underdone in the center. You look tasty. You look nice. Like it's very aesthetic. In fact, I should probably take pictures. It's been so long, I forgot that I need to take pictures. My camera is terrible on this phone, so it's probably not even worth it, to be honest. It's the same phone I have had for 5 years, so the camera quality is about where you'd expect for that. I'll take a picture of the burnt ones just so if in case the other one's burned too. Ooh, I do not know this. Like sometimes you want a quick answer to like what is the best blah, but sometimes you're like I respect. Oh my God, you can see my teeth. This has been in frame this whole time. Move them out the way. Um, I really respect the amount of work they put in, and you're like I feel like you really know what you're talking about if you put in that much work. I don't need timestamps. Why are there timestamps? No, get rid of them. Perfect. I can actually read chat now. What information about the process. Very nice. I really want that cookie. How long should I leave it? 5 minutes? I feel like 5 minutes will be enough, right? I want to eat it. I want to try it. I want to know what it's like. It it feels a little bit underdone, but I think that's the point. I think it's supposed to. I don't love the base cookie recipe that the gochujang cookies is used because I know I keep going on about this, but it's really solid. Like it was so hard to swirl it. That's probably for a reason, but like now I've just ended up with blobs of gochujang on top of the cookie dough instead of what I would call a swirl. I also hope it doesn't stain my bowl. I'll be really grumpy. No, it's fine. It's not staining my bowl. We're good. Come on. I want to make my dinner. Oh, thank God, I thought my phone had died. My phone will just randomly cut out off at like whatever it wants. Sometime to start with, I was like, okay, fair enough. It's at like less than 10%, and it's given up the ghost. Then it became less than 20%, and then yesterday it died at 40%. It just turned off. It came back, but it was I had to turn obviously I had to turn it back on, and it took ages. But it turned off on its own at 40%. I was like, the hell? She cooks 4 or 5 recipes from cookbooks, both from pro chefs and people from the culture where the food originates. Decides what she likes of each recipe, compiles a hybrid to her taste. That's awesome. That sounds really good. Can you link me any of those on Discord? Okay. Enjoy food on plates. Thank you. I want to eat my cookie. I should have thought of something to do while this was cooking. Okay, you've got 10 seconds before I have to turn the cookies. So that's too bad, and I can check on them. Right. I think at that point, though, if I'm getting to that level of testing stuff, I don't think live streams are the way to go. Because it would be really nitty-gritty, boring stuff. And only a few people in the channel would actually want to watch it, I think. Oh, okay. That is not what they did last time. Is it because they froze? Probably. They're having a bit of a funky time. Let's leave them to it. Leave them to their funky moments, whatever they're up to. And we'll continue. That's been 5 minutes. I feel like that's long enough. It's still quite hot. Am I supposed to let it cool completely on the tray? I can't read the recipe anymore. It's not letting me, so. Oh, that is stuck on there. Oh, I think the parts where it's just solid gochujang caramel, it's just stuck. Okay, we're gonna move him to the tray. That was a very dangerous maneuver. I could have dropped that so easily. Center feels a bit underdone, but so it could have probably done with like 1 more minute, I think. Thank you. I'll look that up later, or rather, I'll click on that later. I am very excited to read that. I love that kind of thing. Okay. Right. In 5 more minutes before the miso cookies come out, I can use that time to make more gochujang cookies, actually. I don't need to wait. I just need to figure out what I'm doing. I think this would be a fun thing to like. There's a big old swirl in there. See, that's basically just a blob. That's not actually swirled in. I'm gonna put that back in the bowl. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move this out of camera, move this into camera, and then I will show you the tray at the end when I'm done. Hi, Luco! Okay, swirled. How long was it? I think I did 10 minutes. Then I added like at least a couple more. So I think it might be 13 minutes, but I'll still check on them. How you doing today? Yeah, these look a bit more swirled. I feel like these are a bit better. If I like kind of do the swirling with the scoop, it works a bit better. If I take a bit, but then I like try and maneuver it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. See? Like that. Oh no. That doesn't sound good. Any bits that are kind of light, I can bring them by this lump that's on the side. I feel like this is a good size of cookie. I thought they were going to be bigger, but I don't think it's a bad size of cookie that I made. Oh no, this guy is too small. Oh no, he's also basically just got... It's just been mixed. I swirled it too much. Okay, cool. That's going to be the first lot that we put in. They teased me happy tires. They were like, oh, here's the better one. That's how they get you. Here they are. These are the cookies that are going to go in when the ones that are in there are going to come out. So we're just going to leave them. In fact, I'll put them on the view so you guys can see what's going on. And then, not long now, as long as I'm done, by like 7:30 at the very, very latest, we should be good. I have, like I said, I have a call at 8. So I have to be ready and have all of my equipment back in there and have eaten. So a bit more of a struggle than I expected, but I did start late. You don't even know if they're any. I don't even know if they're any good yet. Would you eat them anyway? It's very nice of you. Um, yeah, they do look quite funky though. This guy is basically just a volcano of gochujang. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know why it happened. Clearly there's a paywall for the recipe, but every other time I've opened it, it's let me read the whole recipe without paying. But then just now I went to open it and it didn't let me, and it won't let me back in, and I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if there was a bug. Baker's dozen +2. So Baker's dozen's 13, and then so you get 15. I think there's 12 cookies gonna be made by this recipe. In theory. I've made 6. There's not another 6 in that bowl. Okay, that should be our miso cookies. Let's check on them. Move this out of the way. Ooh, they look really good actually. I think I'm gonna give them a little bit longer. By that I mean like 2 minutes because they are definitely starting to get there, but I don't want them to burn. And just in case anyone's keeping track, it is 160 that is on now, not 180. There, two more minutes. Gotta get my thoughts straight. I'm doing a podcast tonight. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say. Sorry, I have hot to go stuck in my head now. Whoa, Jesus. The laptop's getting very loud. But it is cooling itself down sufficiently. It's just having a bit of a time. Should we try the other cookie? No, I'll wait till the miso ones come out, and then we'll try the other cookie. We have some burnt cookies and a single gochujang cookie that I've already cooked to try. In fact, I probably should tasted it before I put those in the oven, because now I'm not going to know. Well, they're not in the oven yet. Yeah, we're fine. I can adjust it again. Here it is. I think we have a minute left. Less than a minute left. So once the miso ones are out, I will put the other ones in and I will taste that one and we will see if it actually worked. It feels like the kind of recipe I would try and make up myself and then fail miserably, and it would be disgusting. So I'm glad that somebody else who's more of a professional did it. I remember once back when I first started streaming, somebody who was a regular in the channel asked if I could make a garlic cookie, so a sweet cookie but garlic. And it's stuck in my head ever since then. And then I actually thought about it and I was like, I could maybe do this thing. And I like tried to figure it out. And then I mentioned it that I'd been looking into it and trying to figure it out to them. And they told me that they'd never asked me that. And fair enough if they'd forgotten. But I was like, yeah, you did. I'm pretty sure you did. Because I've had it stuck in my head since then. So, anyway, making a garlic cookie. That's the next one. I'm going to say they're done because last time I put them back in and I definitely overdid them. So, that's only okay, maybe one more minute. Because that top of that one is very, very soft. Very surfed, whatever that means. Boop, boop. There we go. It feels really weird being back in the kitchen. I don't really know what to do with myself. uh, Also, I have my lights set up differently. There's the light that I usually have there, but there's another light there. See? Up here. See it? That gives me just like a little bit of extra. Because this light I have not got on. So it's like enough to light me. Is it good? Does it work? Joe spent some time doing it this morning. I think it works. Even if I'm over here, I'm in shadow now. Not good sound, but you can still see me. But this is where I was like the peak lighting if I stand here. Whereas if I'd done it myself, I probably would have put the other one right here and it would have been too much. 9 seconds. Okay. I think that's probably enough. I don't want to overcook them. And I don't want to undercook them either. No, that looks perfect. They look good. Okay, so they needed one more minute. Is what they needed. Right, these guys are going in now. The gochujang cookies. First batch. They are going to be going in for 12 minutes. We're going to check them after 5 and adjust. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. Have a good tutorial. Bye. All right, they're going to keep cooking. We're going to try the gochujang cookie. You and me. Come here. Come here. We're going to have a cookie. Come here. Don't tell everyone else. Here's your bit. You take it first. Bye. I'm going to switch to the other camera so you can see me break it. I did take a picture of this. Yes, I did. Ooh. Ooh, a little under, but that's okay. That's how some people like it. Okay. Let's take a big old chomp, shall we? Mmm, crunchy. Ooh, that's really weird. All I can taste is the cinnamon. I, that's really cinnamony. And then the like spice from the gochujang comes through. Like I can't taste the gochujang. It's just like cinnamon and then heat. It is good though. Mmm, that's really interesting. That's a really interesting cookie. And I think having the chips, because you know how I said it's weird there's no chocolate chips or anything else in it. Like there's no nuts or anything like that. It's just the cookie. I think having the chocolate chips or anything else would have been too much. Because the instinct was to put in white chocolate chips. Just that's what I thought would work. But having it now, I think if I'd done that, it would just you wouldn't be able to taste anything else but the white chocolate. Oh my god, that's so nice. That is gorgeous. Mmm, that bit is going to be fun. That is like solid gochujang caramel at the bottom. That's why it kind of it's not burnt, but you can see it's like caught a little bit because it was just sugar basically coming out of the side. Hmm. I don't think they need to be cooked any longer than that. I think that's perfect. Hmm. Hot damn. Right. I'm gonna wait for this first batch to come out. Then I'll call Joe through so he can try one because I don't think I want to give him this bit because this bit's gonna be like the most gochujang. It's not like it's not even enough in my liking. It's very nice. Also, I want it. No, I'll leave it just in case the other batch burns. I'll leave that bit. You can try that bit if the other batch doesn't work. But I think we've had a success. I'm hoping that I've cooked these miso ones long enough that the insides will now steam and cook, and I'm not gonna end up with a batch burnt and a batch underdone. Um, I prefer an underdone batch to be honest. I think most people would. I'm gonna take these off of the cooling tray because they're cool now. I should put them on a plate or something, but they're burnt. I don't care about presenting them nicely. um, want to eat more cookies, but also I need to have my dinner. I shouldn't have cookies for dinner, even though that sounds really fun. I really shouldn't. You know what this would be good with though? I want to eat this, but I'm being good. This I feel like would be really good with ice cream. But what kind of ice cream? I don't want like a really synthetically vanilla ice cream, but I also think vanilla would be too much. Even just like a good vanilla. Maybe a sorbet would be better. No, I think it has to be ice cream, but nothing crazy rich. So I think maybe like a very subtle vanilla ice cream would be nice with this. That's my recommendation. If you have one, if you make it yourself, which I would recommend, it is very, very good. So you should cook something longer after finding out it's underdone, whereas if it's burnt, you can't really do anything. You can't unbake it. You cannot unbake it, unfortunately. Oh, that's my cue to turn the cookies. That's what that timer means. The gochujang cookies. They're so good! And they weren't actually that difficult. The most difficult part was doing the ribboning. It's not even ribboning. It's like attempting a swirl and it didn't work. So I think, oh my god, these have spread. Holy moly. Let me show you them quickly before I put them back in. They look wonderful. I don't think they need another 5 minutes though. I think I need to keep an eye on them. Because if they have another 5 minutes, they probably going to overcook. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, do a 3-minute timer, and then check, and then we'll do one a minute. I like doing that. That's that's fine. It also means there's something for you guys to look at. Because if I'm just like, they're in the oven now, bye, and there's nothing for you guys to look at while I'm just kind of wandering around my kitchen doing nothing. Like, you can look at this half-eaten cookie. There you go. Enjoy. Right, I need to figure out my thoughts on this film. I'm going to be recording a podcast tonight for a review of a film that I saw yesterday. And I need to try and figure out what my thoughts are because they're a bit all over the place in my head. And if I'm going to be asked a question of like, what's your review? I'm going to be like, ugh, I gotta tell you all in one go. Buh. Okay. I think I know what I want to say though. I think I do. Hopefully they'll ask leading questions so I don't have to just be like, bleh, here's my thoughts. I can actually have something to go off of. I am hungry. I'm hungry because I barely had any food today because I'm very silly and I was trying to get things ready for stream and I had to eat something quickly and I didn't have very much food to eat quickly, so I had a small thing and it wasn't enough and I'm really hungry. And I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I want to stay home and bake more cookies. Doesn't my life suck? Right, let's put, I'm happy with the amount of gochujang we've got in the dough, so I'm going to put the gochujang bowl. I left it in case I wanted to like scrape it off and try and get every last drop, but I don't think there's anything left on it, to be perfectly honest. I'm just going to get more off of this spoon. There we go. I almost went hum. Probably would have been fine, but I kind of don't want that much spice right now. I use a lot of spoons today. Both mental spoons and actual physical spoons that are now in the dishwasher. Oop. My hair looks kind of anime-ish. I love it. Like this little bit in the middle. Right, come on. I'm running out of things to talk about. Where are my cookies? Hmm. These are definitely not done. Also, they've all become the same shape. Like they've all melded into each other. And I have a feeling that's because the dough wasn't in the fridge. So I'm going to go put this bowl in the fridge. And hope that that doesn't cause issues later. Maybe we'll have some bibimbap and use up that gochujang. Maybe I'll just make about 20,000 more batches of these cookies and give them to everyone I know. Hmm. Okay, the miso cookies are still warm, but they feel very soft. I think I might have underdone them. That's okay. We live and learn, as Crush 40 would say. Kind of boring, isn't it? Just walking around. Don't know what to do. Can't make my dinner because I need the oven for that, and there's currently stuff in the oven. Can't eat my cookies because I have to actually give them to people. I could try a miso cookie, but I'm waiting for them to cool because they are not finished cooking yet. While they cool, they cook. I can't even eat those. Well, this one might be done. Hmm. Chat Fallout. We could chat Fallout. I think this cookie might be done. So I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna move these guys over here. No, they're not coming off yet. They're staying. They don't want to move. And a boy, you want to be? I don't know. See, Joe suggested that it would be like more interesting if I did like a specific run. Like I went into it knowing like I had to use this kind of weapons or I had to be super strong or whatever. And I think he has a point, but I also don't know if I want to do that because I don't want to be restricted on my first time playing it. But maybe it would be more fun to watch because everybody and their mother has done a playthrough. So why would you watch my playthrough over anyone else's? So, I don't know. I kind of felt like doing a semi-pacifist run. Obviously, you can't be a complete pacifist without glitching the game and like getting through it by glitching it. Right, hold on. Cookie check. These are huge. They have blown up way bigger than the other one. Look at the size of them. And also, they all became friends. Why did they do that? I think do they look this is a very much an eyeballing thing. I think they do look done. I think they're done. This one looks a bit sad on the side, but I think that this guy looked like that. The one that I really liked. No, I'm gonna do one more minute. I'm gonna do one more minute, and then we'll rescue them. But I'm gonna give this piece to Joe because I don't want to have to wait until those are cooled before we can have a reveal of how they taste. Because we know how they taste. It tastes like this one. So I'm gonna get him through once these are out the oven, just so that we can kind of wrap things up. And send a raid somewhere. Hopefully someone's cooking, so we can go and bother someone else in their kitchen. It's pretty freeform, so you don't have to pigeonhole yourself. I don't like it. It's this like the other cookies also did that. Like they just became friends, and like I don't understand how unless the tray warped and it pushed the cookies together, because they weren't like that. I had them separated quite far apart, and they've all just smushed into the center. Because the fats were warmer in the room temp dose, they flowed further before the fat. There you go. See, science. It's nothing to do with my tray. It's the science. Right. I'm gonna say they're done. They're obviously friends, but they're gonna keep cooking and sink a little bit. The biggest guy might not be done, but the other ones I will, and I don't want to risk burning everything. So I'm gonna go see if Joe wants to come through. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Comes. Oh, it's lovely and toasty in here. So these are just out, so I'm gonna give you the one from the one I tried. Give you the last bit of it.
So what was this?
Actually, have that one second. Have this one first.
So what was this?
This is the.
It's very soft.
Yeah, I think it's a bit underdone.
That's very underdone.
It'll still be edible though. Yeah. Ooh, that's basically cookie dough. Okay. Don't try that one. Try a burnt one, because the burnt ones are actually not too bad. Never mind.
Your first time baking in ages.
Yeah, exactly. Take. Hold on.
What's this?
I'm gonna put these back in the oven, and then I will come and let you know. Let's put them in for 3 minutes and then check on them. So, sorry. You need to be on this side for the mic so they can hear you.
This one.
That is a miso and brown butter chocolate chip cookie. Obviously, it's a bit burnt, so the flavors are a bit wonky. You're dropping stuff.
Awesome.
Do you think?
Tastes like a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah. Lick your lips. They taste like miso.
Yep.
Because that's what mine did. Yeah, that's what I thought too. They're not. It's not that. It's not that different.
Why are there chocolate chips in the recipe? I think it completely overpowers the miso.
Maybe that is what it is. Well, the recipe wasn't very well written, as I said to chat. There was a really it said to use brown sugar in the actual written part of the recipe. So I scrolled up and it said the words dark brown sugar, and then I scrolled up further and her picture was of light brown sugar. So I almost ruined it by using the wrong sugar.
Yeah, I think there's too much chocolate in it.
Yeah, I did put extra in but not by much. Well, that's
I
fine.
think it needs even less chocolate in it.
Yeah. Well,
And more miso.
have a palate cleanser. Does need to go back into. I think this might be all right.
But this one is the.
That's the gochujang caramel one.
It looks very pretty.
It does, doesn't it? I'm quite happy with that. So the gochujang is very much on the edge, so that'll be less gochujangy in the middle if you want to start there. Sorry, I don't mean to look at you so intensely while you're eating. That's kind of what my face did as well, actually.
Really pleasant.
Yeah, it's got cinnamon in it. And it's basically, I feel like you just get the cinnamon and then you get the heat at the end of the gochujang. Like, you don't really get it's not like the flavor of gochujang, it's just like a really nice spice.
That's a very confusing cookie.
Right? I think I'm gonna put that as the review. A very confusing cookie.
Like, I really like the heat.
Mm.
The heat's really nice. It's like just sweet enough for me, I think.
Oh, thank you.
It does taste like I'm inhaling Chinese five spice.
Really? Okay.
It
Interesting.
also does remind me of the Korean barbecue waffles that you get at Lara's.
That's because it's gochujang in them. Uh-oh. Don't want to overcook those. I th I think I was saying that it would go really nicely with a vanilla ice cream, but like a subtly vanilla ice cream, not like it's not
It needs
overpowering.
something like that. It needs something lighter
Mm,
on it.
I think it would nice with
Very
ice
nice.
cream. Yeah, I thought so too. I think they're really nice. Um, I really like them, and I'm gonna make them again because these ones have become friends. But I think that's yeah. Well, thank you. That was all I wanted for taste testing. I'm gonna wrap up the stream and we can have dinner. So obviously we don't have much time. I think you might need a coffee or a cup of tea. Thank you for coming and being my taste tester.
They're very, very nice, and honestly, they look very interesting as well.
I was saying while I was cooking them, I was making them that it felt weird that there was no like chocolate chips or anything in them because they look like really plain, but obviously that would ruin it. So,
Yeah, I think
sorry, excuse me.
I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate chips in cookies anyway.
Ah,
I think
not much longer though.
for me, when someone makes chocolate chip cookies, it feels like a cop out.
Right. Because if they're, everybody loves them and they're basic.
They're boring.
They're boring. Ooh.
Chocolate boring.
You're allowed to swear now.
Fucking boring.
Thank you for
They're
catching yourself.
so boring. Like wow.
Yeah.
Ready salted crisps again, you know?
Mm. They have their place, but they're boring. So.
Yeah, chocolate chip cookies place is in the bin. I'm
Controversial. Did you hear that? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's because chocolate always tastes burnt.
Does it?
Always tastes burnt.
Maybe that's a um chemical thing in your tongue. That doesn't taste burnt to me.
They're just so uninspired. as far as cookies goes. Whereas that's really exciting.
Right?
That's really
So interesting.
interesting.
I think we could make a miso cookie work without miso being, because the problem is if miso's the main flavor, it's just a bit much because it's really salty.
Why is the chocolate there?
'Cause
As per the recipe.
oh, I see.
Is there reasoning for the chocolate to be in the recipe?
No. Well, I didn't read the whole thing.
So what you need to do instead is look at like what would like miso ice cream be paired with? What goes with that, and then turn it into a cookie.
That's a good idea.
Biscuit thing, like maybe like ginger or
Excuse me?
like maybe like caramel, something like that. I don't know.
So I did add extra chocolate chips, like I said, but also the recipe asked for milk chocolate, and I put in dark chocolate because could you imagine if it was milk chocolate, it would just be too sweet. It was just too much. But I don't think the recipe had been tested very much by the person who made it. So because they wrote it wrong.
Also, instead of dark chocolate chips like those, which are quite frankly low quality, I think to make it work, you need like a darker
Really
or
dark
darker
and in
chocolate
chunks.
in chunks,
Hmm
small like flakes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a bit better cooked. Not much though. Well, those worked, and I've got another batch of those to be made.
I really like that.
Just gonna put
Sorry
this
for
away.
being a hater, but
Well, you're already feeling a bit rubbish.
no, it's I
They're fine. They can just they're cooled, but they're burnt, obviously. That's why I took them off the rack. There we go. That's what we're gonna end on then. Wonderful. I will leave this on for our dinner. Bye, honey. Thank you. There you go. There you go, folks. There you have it. It's no need for the chocolate, and if there is chocolate, it needs to be darker and bigger pieces, which is kind of what they did. I didn't say that bit to Joe, but that is what the recipe said. Yeah. So not keen on the miso, not a big fan, but that wasn't the main attraction. The main attraction was these fellas, who have all become very cozy friends, but are absolutely delicious, very nice. Should be paired with some kind of ice cream. I have a feeling these ones aren't fully cooked, but I think they're thin enough they'll get away with it. No, Corner, don't tell on me. So I am gonna go find someone to raid. We're not leaving at this very second, but if I can find someone to raid and get it set up without the laptop blowing up, that would be great. Oh my god, it's getting so loud. Ooh! Okay, we are gonna go and see this person. They are making japchae, egg drop soup, and yaki gyoza. Fantastic. That sounds gorgeous. Um, right. Hello. To the ending screen. Thank you very much for the bits from Danny. These are our cookies that we made. That looks so weird. Look at that. Womp. These are the cookies that we made today. These are gorgeous. The recipe link is at the top of Twitch chat. I am gonna go because I do have somewhere to be in an hour, so I cannot hang around. Because I have to make dinner and get ready for that. So yes, I I had a lot of fun doing this cooking stream. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed watching me doing a cooking stream. I know it was a bit awkward because I'm out of practice, but maybe next time it'll be a bit less awkward. Also, I need to remember to wear shoes because my feet really hurt now. Or have my I have a mat that somebody bought me that's like an anti-fatigue mat, and I haven't got it in here anymore because I don't need it when I'm cooking normally. Anyway, yeah, so thank you so much for hanging out. I think I might just put it back on the screen for now. So you can see, sorry, I hit the wrong button. There we go. The cookies, but also me. Hi. Yeah, so I'm gonna be back next week. I don't have a plan for what day things are gonna happen, but next week we should hopefully be starting the Fallout playthrough that you guys got unlocked, and also probably trying to finish off some stuff from last month. No, from before October. like the Entropy Center and Sherlock Holmes and things that I didn't finish before I started my spooky games. So, yes. Okay, I'm out of breath, but I'm going to send you guys over to, hold on, let me find out their actual channel name because I'm being a bit rude. To Mistress, with a Y, and yeah, so we're going to start some fun stuff next week. Thank you for, I think this was the last subathon thing that was counted as part of Halloween. So thank you so much for being part of the subathon and unlocking so many things. The only other thing is that you guys get to pick a theme for a month. So we'll figure out that later. Probably next month. Next week I'll start talking about that and figuring out how we're going to do that. But have a good rest of your day. Let's get that raid started before I start saying goodbye for real. Oh, I don't have my chat open. That's weird. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And as part of the subathon, thank you for unlocking this stream. Thank you very much to my friend who's lent me her laptop to absolutely destroy with cookie crumbs. It's actually fine. It's not covered in cookie crumbs. It's all good. Um, I'm gonna zoom away now, make some food for me and Joe, get my camera and everything back in the bedroom so I can record the podcast I'm doing, and we will chat about whatever's happening soon. I will post on, like I said, I don't really put. I'm gonna stop trying to post on Twitter as much, but I will post on Discord and Blue Sky and probably Twitter at least for a little bit longer. But have a good time with Mistress and the Asian menu. That's what she's called her